gonna be the first bracket. I'm gonna put this up sideways.
And when it starts,
Uh,
we'll introduce ourselves. I'll introduce the rules, and we'll get started.
okay. What screen am I sharing to you guys?
We're seeing the
OBS.
Okay.
yeah, OBS.
I'm gonna share the bracket how I see it. So this is what I'm gonna be doing.
Great.
And everything is kind of set on the thing. I have the chats open. Oh wait, that's showing the bracket as well because Discord. So I don't want to look at this.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of the editing software at the top in the stream.
Yeah, that's because I accidentally clicked a thing. So I don't want to. I don't want to be looking at my own stream. It was working prior. Show chat, and usually this like hides it.
Oh, we got a few people coming in.
Yay!
Hooray! Hello, all you beautiful people. There's not much to see right now. We're still getting things set up. So, hold tight.
Where's the members? Member list. I'm trying to get back to the member list. No, don't show my camera.
Absolutely not.
Show my video. Dang it!
Have you showed your face on camera before? On video? Like
I have. Not here though. Alright. So I think that should be. Yeah, we're good now. Now we're good because that's where I set it up. Spider Hat is S tier. I'm gonna eat my mic.
Well, I mean, that's what the S stands for. It starts with S.
It's a spider. All right.
Spider.
So
it's a pretty hefty start.
All right. So I don't know how many are here. Sometimes my chats get really broken. I don't know why. It kind of makes me mad.
And bear in mind, rose shades. Like this isn't a tier list video. It's kind of similar, but we're not gonna be rating things based on like, oh yeah, this good, this go here. It's more involved, bracket style. You'll definitely see when we get the gears turning.
I mean, if it was a tier list, it would be pretty. Yeah.
Yeah,
It would not fit.
Yeah, it'd be pretty boring. It'd be pretty boring.
Uh-huh.
It's like, yeah, Spider Hat C, Bone Helm S.
DVG, can you somehow put chat in your share screen?
I mean, it does pop up. I do have a chat pop up. Oh, these things it's kind of blocking them right now actually. Because I turned them off. I gotta lower the things display capture. They only pop up temporarily on mine. That's like the only problem. Bracket browser. Those are right. Test message. Because the browser displays the bracket display. Lower that. There we go. The chat's on there. And I don't think we really need anything else. Does Wes count as a boss?
You could be a boss in spirit, but
if you play with the sunglasses skin, you are a boss. You are the boss.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Probably one of the best skins in the game.
I wish I had more.
I mean, I guess technically, if you find him in adventure mode, that's sort of like a boss encounter.
It's a boss fight.
Yeah, he'll truly test how well you know this game.
All right, I think we're ready. All right, let's go. We're good. All right.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ready to start?
Mm-hmm. I think
oh
all
boy.
things are set.
Okay, so why don't we introduce ourselves here, huh?
Alright.
Yeah, I can start. My name is Swiss. I am have 4,000 hours of Don't Starve. I am a pretty knowledgeable guy, and Soul Place invited me through the forums so we can have a discussion about the items. Yep, that's it.
Hello there. Oh, sorry.
Yay!
But hello, I am Grapefruit, but I go by many names. As Swiss said, I go by SoPlace8. My YouTube channel is Playin' Hooky, and some people call me Mr. Madam Mister. I'm a man of many names, and a Don't Starve fanatic. Currently speaking, I have over 5,000 hours in Don't Starve Together, almost 1,000 hours on Don't Starve on PC, and probably a little bit more on console. And this was just my whole thing. I had an idea of, let's sort of take a ton of items that are dropped by bosses and put them together in a sort of bracket style match to see which item comes on top. And we decide with our adventures and our conversations who's going to be that way. So that's basically me. It's everything.
Nice. And hello, my name is DVG Media. I've played this game. I played Don't Starve Together for a long time, over 10 years. I used to play back when Strange New Powers didn't exist, so when everyone had their weird stuff. But I always enjoyed the game. I've played with a lot of groups of people. I used to go by a different name, but now I'm sticking with DVG. Some people might call me Terra since that's what my character's name in the game, but or in my videos, but she's my mascot, and I have like around 8,000 hours. I have a lot, and I just love kind of code diving and looking at all the nuances of everything that happens within the game and how everything interacts. So I hope I can give some insight on certain things that may or may not be good or may not be bad.
It's great. Now that we all gotten each other acclimated, I might as well go over the rules of this. And yeah, you gotta ask. For this kind of bracket, I needed to answer two types of questions. And the first one was, well, what constitutes as a boss? And the second is, what constitutes as a boss item? So I decided to, get more into those definitions. So first, in my eyes, bosses are mobs that either appear in the Giants tab in DST Scrapbook, or play a variant of the Epic Fight Song, or EFS for short, while in combat, which differs from the normal combat music throughout the games. So, while most people don't consider the Spider Queen or the Lord of the Fruit Flies or the Tree Guard to be bosses, they appear as giants in the scrapbook and they play a variant of the Epic Fight music, so they count. Now, boss items are either unique drops that come from a specific boss, either as a piece of equipment, such as the Bee Queen Crown or Shield of Terror, as an ingredient for a certain dish, such as jelly beans or snake bone soup, a consumable item, such as the Bootleg Getaway, or are crafted using materials which come from that specific boss, such as how the Deerclops eyeball is used to make the umbrella, or the thick fur is used to make the hibernation vest or the insulated pack. Now, the boss whose drops don't fit the criteria I listed are the Tree Guard, which drops living logs, which can be gained by either chopping down totally normal trees or by visiting the grotto in the caves. Klaus, which doesn't have any unique drops of his own. A lot of his loot pretty much rolls from bosses that already exist in the constant. The Forest Stalker and the Cave Stalker, which, while you can get resources from the former, they don't drop anything when defeated, aside from the Atrium and a few fossils. And the Great Depth Swarm. He drops a ton of items that range from gems, bone shards, and the like, but in terms of something you can't find in the world, he drops nothing of that, so he's not getting added. And aside from those 7, I'll be listing all boss items from both solo Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together, as I thought it'd be pretty interesting to pair the two together. And, I don't want to leave single player out. It kind of needs some love, some TLC. And basically, that's all the rules. I hope that's cleared everything up. And I guess with all that said and done, let's get into the bracket, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! All right. So our first little one here we have is the Spider Queen hat versus the Enlightened Shard.
All right.
That's a hard one, you know.
Wow, man, I am really just scratching my brain for this. I can't imagine. Okay,
You know, like
jokes.
honestly, to be fair with the spider hat, sorry to interrupt you, but like to be fair with the spider hat, you can deconstruct it, right?
Can you?
And
I
you
had
can
no.
get some, yeah, you can get meat and a lot of silk. So yeah,
Okay.
it's not completely useless, but it's kind of like we've already have an idea of how useless it is, you know. It's a little bit useless.
Okay,
I-
but to give the spider hat credit, I mean, being able to mind control 10 spiders to do your own bidding, that is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like you mentioned that deconstructing the hat can give you tons of silk and meat. I mean, you can basically just do that with mini spider civil wars. And basically get a large group together and force attack one of the others, and you can get a ton of spider materials in no time at all. I'd say really the only thing that holds it back is the fact that you can't repair it and it only lasts for 2 minutes. But apart from that, it's a really good item. And I didn't even mention that you can completely destroy dens without the spiders getting mad. Like you could just attack a level 3, and as long as you have the hat on, they will not attack you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good quality of life item that is used to farm the spiders very early on.
Um,
After like if you play Winona, you just have a spider farm. It's easier, we know, but it's a pretty great item if you're doing for that. However, we do got the jewels from the new Scion, right?
The jewels. Okay, I
And I,
don't
I feel
Wait,
like yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
people
I
will
don't
probably think I'm crazy because to me, I think the spider hat just turns you into Weber. And so basically, the spider hat makes you become. You don't have as much control as Weber does, but you can do all the strategies that Weber has against any creature.
Yeah.
Even though, like, yeah, the jewels, it gives you the sanity and the gestalt and the bonus. You basically have infinite, like, DPS up for yourself. But, like, you could still set up 10 spider nests and like take out every creature with just infinite amount of spiders like you would with Weber. You just start it with the 10 that you get, and then they will protect everyone else. And even with like this, if you get a queen, if you have nurse spiders around, you basically get everything. You may not be. It's harder to do than Weber, and harder to set up, but you could still do all the things that Weber does. And that's why I think
Yeah.
Spider Queen hat is actually like probably slightly better than what the crown can provide. Even though the crown is more utility and like, oh, if I need to stay sane, I think the aspect of the crown just keeping you sane is better than the spider hat. But the spider hat definitely has way more uses. Uh, the crown is an easier choice, but the spider hat is like way more. If you're a cool dude, you use the spider hat. That's my
Yeah,
opinion.
I
like
mean,
it is a
you
really
just
underrated
yeah.
item.
Yeah, the spider hat you can also use it to aggro any pigs. For
Mm-hmm.
if you want to aggro them, right? For something very specifically that you don't need to put food on the ground, you know. But the jewels, I feel like the biggest thing for them is the damage, right? Like the damage that you get and it turns into planar. So that for me is the biggest upgrade. And that for me like is the reason why it's
And
so
not to
broken.
mention, like you basically just get full enlightenment on. Like if you really just hate being insane and want to live like a comfortable life apart from the ambience and like how everything looks, it's a really good choice. Like I haven't personally got it myself, but you know if the gestalt aren't too big of a problem, I would probably wear this hat as much as I can. Like it just it sounds like a very comfortable item.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you can use a color cube mod as well to remove the effect, and you can also just put the volume down on ambience, and you literally won't have any difference.
my
Okay, so
the main thing though is just really like which one, how you're gonna get it, you know,
hmm,
because I mean, the crown,
Yeah.
you have to go and fight Scion, and a lot of people really don't like fighting Scion.
Mm,
Whereas a
true.
spider hat is just like you can get that very easily just over time. You gotta just fight the queen and they just spawn.
I mean, I'm kind of leaning into the spider hat right here because,
Mm.
like, for as crazy as it sounds, what you have to kill the Scion for the jewels,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, and it's just damage and enlightenment, but I still think that the jewels are better just because you can use it to cross the atrium as insane and sane at the same time.
Hmm.
So
And
you
not to
don't need the like both. And if you're gonna fight the Few Weaver, you only need to equip the crown to get insane. Like to kill the shadow hands, you can use the jewels. So that's for me like a big quality of life change. And for me
yeah,
that's so great.
yeah. Honestly, I feel
The
like
damage as well, like
yeah, the spider hat. I feel like I'm leaning more towards the spider hat. And besides, the jewels are good, but you can definitely live without them. Like I'd say, like a standard enlightening crown is still like quite good. Where like the jewel crown is great, but you can definitely live without it.
yeah.
I'm just
So
thinking like by the time you get it.
yeah, you gotta go through so many hoops if you want to get those freaking jewels. But so like verdict, spider hat.
I will give my vote to the jewels, man.
I think I
They are
want.
so like broken, so
They
great.
are, but it's just like I think accessibility, how people are gonna get it, it's just more people will have access to the hat, but it just they underrate it.
Yeah, but like pairing these
I mean,
together.
it's not that big of a deal. Like Cyan is not that hard once you learn to fight, you know. It's a pretty hard fight on multiplayer because he goes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that big of a fight. Like it's not that hard of a fight, you know, in my opinion.
But if I had to choose one, I definitely would go with the jewels. Yeah, I would go with the jewels.
All right.
Yeah, let's be
I
honest.
think you guys go Jules. I'll be the spider hat cleaner. But
All right.
Okay, you're
that's 2 to
you're gonna be
1.
the spider hat guy. Okay.
Yep, still one.
That's 2-1, so that means the jewel goes up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean the spider hat's out. It can still make it.
I mean, it can be second place. I would be fine with that.
It's not bad. Second place ain't bad.
Mhm.
Not first place, right? We got some more items.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I feel like we can knock these out pretty quick. Okay,
Next.
next up, we have the Lazy Deserter versus the Super Spyglass.
What do you think?
Whoa.
One gives you teleportation, the other lets you see a little bit farther on the map.
I kind of wish they had spyglasses in DST.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
know they got the Horizon Expandinator. It's such like it was a different way, a different approach, you know, to
Mhm.
do the same thing. I feel like it's pretty great, but I mean,
Do you
yeah,
know
it
whether or
would be
not it
so
actually
great.
increases your like uncover range? Because like uncover range on the map is 50 units, and I don't know if
Yeah.
the Horizon Expander actually increases the uncover distance. Because like back then in Shipwreck, that's what the pirate hat used to do.
Yeah, nobody doesn't. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing, the Horizon. But yeah, so the Laser Deserter, it's super underrated in my opinion. So the Laser Deserter is an item that you only use if you're playing with another person, but if used correctly, is such a great item. Because back in the day, where you had to find the atrium and then find the tentacle, right? If you could get a teleport spot to the atrium and put the Laser Deserter like right outside of the Few River fight, you like in a public server, you can take anyone in there as well. You just have to have one person go in there. Like you can have a Wartox teleport anywhere, not only in the caves but anywhere in the map, you know, and just instantly teleport a person in there. That's pretty. That's like that's way better than just some vision. You know, although the item is pretty great. The super spyglass is really cool.
Yeah, I think there's just way more uses for the deserter. And not only is it good for like just in multiplayer, even for those that do have teleports, like Wanda doesn't need to waste a purple gem to teleport everyone. You can teleport yourself and then use the deserter instead. So it also saves
Yeah,
resources for those that have teleports.
and
And
as
you can
Rose
also,
Shade said, you can also drain your sanity, right?
yeah, you drain your sanity. You
Drain
go
your
insane.
sanity, yeah. For the someone would always do that for the celestial champion fight. When they have a deserter there, you could just keep touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to the deserter.
Yeah, deserter is
Yeah, me
definitely.
too.
Even though the spyglass is just like the big super C. If only it was on DST, that if it was in DST, the spyglass would be like so much better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still would put the deserter like
Hmm.
above because you will explore the map eventually, you know.
Yeah, I mean, just
And
teleport.
after you find everything that you need, you don't need to use the item anymore.
All right. Okay, next up we have the glow cap versus jelly beans. All right, gentlemen, let's discuss.
Okay. So are we talking about the glow cap with the alignment shard or
I
without
mean,
it?
well, the glow cap uses everything, and then the fact
Yeah.
of the matter that like you can also in Winter's Feast you can make it like infinite with the light bulbs, and you
Yeah.
gotta. I mean, it has its thing. The glow cap has the opportunity for infinite light, but it does also. I'm glad that it's gotten buff over the years, where it because it used to only last like 20 days. Now it lasts like up to 60 days if you're using spores, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. And jelly beans, I mean, everyone knows about jelly beans, let's be real. Like, come on.
You get
Yeah.
But I feel like, but the thing about these like two items, I feel like while they all excel in their own aspects of the game, they are locked behind pretty annoying to
True.
kill raid bosses.
Yeah.
Oops,
I mean,
screwed up.
being honest, the jelly beans are a really great item for some characters like Wormwood, you know,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
It's the only way to
So,
heal extra while like Woody transformed.
yeah. Yeah,
So
you can eat a jelly bean and then transform into Woody.
the
Yeah,
glow
and
cap
to
itself, though, is just still like because the glow cap and the mush light are both kind of just similar. Just the glow cap has the light, the spore thing. So even though the spores make it last the longest, and that's the only reason why the glow cap's better than the mush light because the mush light can't use spores, but they are basically like the same in that regard. And the fact
Yeah.
that certain spores actually make less light.
Yeah, so for me, as great, like as much as I like the glow cap, I feel like jelly beans are like a passive healing, and you get 18, like roughly, right, per
18 to
kill.
21, yeah.
yeah, 18 to
Yeah,
21.
it's such a great value, you know. You like it's a lot, and you can put it in the polar burger bin for
Yeah,
quality of life as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, jelly beans would definitely get my vote. I mean, the glow caps are nice, but at least personally for me, I can definitely live without them. I feel like,
Yeah,
especially at the point in the game, like late game, I've got a ton of options where I can give myself a good amount of light. Especially
yeah,
since most of the time I just turn on the moonstorms, and as long as I'm not playing as Woody, I practically get as much light as I need.
Yeah, the
yeah.
moonstorms really kind
You
of
can have
kill.
WX with the circuits to have infinite vision. You can have like the enlightenment crown, like right, the buffed one, so you don't have to care about night at all. So as
And
long as as much as the glow caps are great, they also are stationary, right? You have to be there to use them. So if you're not there, they're technically not being used, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, killing Bee Queen, it just takes a little less longer than killing Toadstool if you're playing by yourself. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I give it a
Bro.
jelly beans.
I think jelly
Yeah,
beans are
too.
good. I always kind of eat them just kind of like, oh, I don't want to put my, I want to, like if I, even if I'm taking freezing damage, that's what I do. It's like, oh, freezing damage. I don't want to stop and light something on fire. I'm going to just eat a jelly bean. That's what I end up using them on, which is just funny.
Yeah, I do
Jeez.
that too. It's such a
Yeah,
great item.
All right, so yeah, I think jelly beans. Even though I like glow caps because they're cool, I hate that they I just kind of hate that they don't that their light is not consistent because like the blue light is the standard light range is supposed to be 2.5 tiles. If you have blue in the glow cap, it shortens it down to 2 of safe
Yeah,
light, which is like why is that the case? And
doesn't
I
make
think
any
and I
sense.
think the infinite light part is cool, but then you have moonstorms. And moonstorms just kind of like counter all of that. So
and like
unless
Yeah,
Swiss said, if you're playing like WX78, you can have as much light as you need with your optoelectronic or like light circuits.
yeah. Or if you're playing like Wormwood, you can have the glow buttons, the glow light bugs around you at all
Like
times.
like they're neat, but you can definitely live without them.
Yeah,
hmm
and the crown itself, right? You're gonna eventually, like, if you're progressing into the game, you're gonna eventually kill the Celestial Champion. So you're gonna have light with the crown. So
Yeah.
it's not that needed.
Okay. Next up, we have. Wow, this is kind of weird that they're from the same family, but we have the Wing Sail versus the Malbatross Bill.
Damn, that's a
Like, wow.
that's one hell of a fight.
Yeah, what would you rather have? A better mast or a better oar?
Man, I do like ocean exploration a lot, and I use those items a lot. For me, being completely honest, I feel like the ore, I'm gonna put the nail to the coffin here. The ore is a little bit better. And the only reason why is because you don't need to take the mast, lift it up and then put it back down and then use your anchor and then, put in the right position and then it's just a little bit better than the regular mast. As for the bill, you can use it like pretty much instantly. You just
Yeah.
equip it and you can put it in you can left at the floor of your boat and you can just use it like 2 uses and you get as far as you need,
hmm
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I'd
small
say
spaces, manure.
I'd, I'd say like unlike a mast, you have a lot more control over something like an oar. Like at first, it's not just okay. You got to pull it open, but you also got to make sure you're predicting when you're about to pass something. Like there's a bit more thought going on when you're using oars and masts compared to something like an oar, where as long as you're just rowing in the direction you want to go, you're gonna go in that direction. There's not much thinking on your part. It's a lot easier to use.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
in my eyes, I would go with the bill.
yeah, the ore is definitely better. I feel like, and plus the mast itself is actually kind of expensive, because you need like I think 7 or 8 feathers to make a canvas, and you only get like 7 or 8 to make a canvas, like from Malbatross themselves.
Yeah.
So you got to kill
If
it
you if
like
you
three or
kill
four times in order to get
no,
one.
you maybe only once, but then you're gonna need green amulets.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
using green amulets for a mast that is
yeah,
just a little bit better than the regular ones. So.
yeah, I feel
And
like
yeah,
yeah,
you
you could
could.
just
They're saying like you can repair the beak, like you can make the can and repair the beak and deconstruct the can, and you get a fresh 100% beak back.
oh,
For
that's sick.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, like, yeah, you can do the watering can, and the watering can is it's pretty underrated if you're in a situation where you can't get water. Because if you're in winter and you really want to farm and you didn't get enough water, you don't have to go back to the caves to find a pond, and the pond is usually super far away. No, you just have to do it once and you get 4 times the amount of water that you need, right? So it's pretty niche, but it's pretty great. And the fact that it has more than one uses for me, it's already a win.
Right.
Mhm.
So verdict
The-
is the bill wins.
The bill.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a
Congratulations.
bill. Yeah, I'm only a bill.
Okay. Next up, we have the Shadow Thurible versus the Crab King Bumper. Wow, what a lineup!
Yeah, that shortened, that quieted you. Like, I don't know why your audio went way down on that one.
Yeah, sometimes when I like yell on my mic, it sort of turns down the audio. But
You're back to normal.
yeah,
now.
I feel like we all know who wins this one.
So I before we go in, I just want to mention something that Stress Levels 99% said in the chat.
Oh yeah.
They said, yeah, I usually make 2 or 3 watering cans anyway. Yeah. So me too. Before I get the bill, I usually make 2 or 3 cans, and it's the same, right? Technically. However, the space of your inventory that you need to have, constantly having 1 or 2 to go back and forth to get water, and if you don't have a water source next to you, because let's be honest, we're not usually basing next to a pond biome or stuff like that. So I feel like it's as much as it gets like whatever, you can just do 2 or 3 watering cans. It's still a pretty good quality of life. It's just a little bit better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like for this next one, yeah, we already know who wins. Like, I feel like
I've
Yeah.
never really messed with the bumper, but I've been told, Zap Trap, hey, how's it going? I've been told that the bumper is actually really nice because I think they said it regenerates or something.
yeah, I think it does. It's
And
a it,
you can
it definitely
basically
does.
like ignore C stacks because the
Yeah.
bumper you'll crash into them and it'll break a little bit, but then it regenerates, and it's actually kind of like just nice having it. But it's not. I mean, the durable does way better because, first of all, you can basically have infinite farming with trees and
Yeah.
control of the shadow stalker, the cave stalker, the forest stalker gives you a bunch of items.
Oh, not to
Yeah, one
mention,
thing about you can say.
yeah, and not to mention, definitely it also helps with the ancient Fewer fight since the more of them you have, the
Yeah.
less he's gonna use his bone cage.
Yeah, the fuel if you have
Yeah,
it
you get a
equipped.
free fight.
Uh-huh. The durable blocks the bone cage and fuel weaver, which is just like that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that people usually don't realize is that when you get the durable, so some people might say like, "Oh, but you have to repair it." No, it's not that big of a deal. It's just one nightmare fuel, like 1, 2, and it really takes a long time to use durability.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts for a long time. So I was doing some testing, and on the real world, I did on a creative world, and then I did it on a real world. You can use the durable to clear the ruins completely with the cave dweller, right? I think that's how it's the forest talker or the
Yeah,
yeah
the cave stalker, the
the
forest
version,
stalker.
yeah, the cave stalker, the cave version of the Weaver, right? And it's such an amazing item because the Fuel Weaver will destroy the walls, so you don't have to waste a bunch of hammer uses on the walls, and they will insta kill monkeys because the monkeys are technically in the ruins region, So the forest stalker will the cave stalker the cave stalker will do the bone cage attack on them, and it will do 125 damage, which is exactly the HP of the monkeys. So yeah, it's you can clear a whole monkey village with just Thurable, just
Whereas
attracting the yeah.
Whereas with the bumper, it prevents boat damage. But like for someone like me, usually I have a route where there's not tons of stuff in the way, or if I really don't care about using my boat, I can just deploy a grass boat and I don't really need to care about what if I bump into.
Yeah.
So in my eyes, yeah, the durable, it's got a lot more versatility.
Yeah,
the more
and also
versatile.
like the sunken chests will give like around 10 repair kits for the boat repair kits. So you don't you're not gonna need repair your boat that
Yeah.
often, you know.
Yeah, and like unless you're doing like some fishing or treasure, you're not gonna be out there for that long.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
that's
So
true.
my eyes, durable,
Durable.
goes to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes to the top.
Right.
And honestly speaking, just for the ability to block the cage attack from Fuel Weaver, it's already above the Crab King bumper in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I find it's weird that not a lot of people use. Well, I guess you gotta fight Fuel Weaver first, right, to get it already. But it makes the fight so much easier. And it's weird how people don't use it as much because I mean when you're fighting the hands, the sometimes you just like, oh, I need to get to the hand, and then he blocks you with the cage, and it's stopping that completely with the thurible is just yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It is good.
it's amazing.
It is good. Okay. Next up, we have, well, this is a pretty good matchup. The Bone Helm versus the Living Artifact.
Yeah.
Okay, these are interesting. Okay, so I know one of these sounds really good. Like on paper, the Living Artifact should basically just wash the Bone Armor. I mean, essentially just gives you God mode. You're basically invincible to everything. You have an alternate attack that lets you charge up this devastating laser move. You have free night vision. You don't. Yeah, you basically just have God mode. But the problem with that, at least for me, is that while you are pretty much invincible, you're only invincible for like 3 minutes. And afterwards, the armor goes away, and you're going to have to kill the Ancient Hulk and get some more living water if you want to make another set of that armor. Whereas the Bone Helm, it's not as flashy, but the effect is always going to be useful, and it's not on a timer.
Mm-hmm. It's always there.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
instant.
yeah, and bear in mind, just being able to just completely ignore shadows is a really powerful ability. Like, especially if you're playing certain characters. Like Wickerbottom, you can pretty much read your books at no penalty. Maxwell doesn't have to deal with nightmares whenever he's using his spells. Even as the other characters, I mean, being able to just do things without having to be harassed by shadow creatures 24/7, it is a very powerful perk. And unlike some other head slot items, it counts as armor. So you don't have to worry about the durability going down. So as long as you're not getting hit, you're always going to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bone helmet as well. You can count on it to be better than the artifact, like just even without the armor. If it had like, for example, no durability, you know, but it would break after some like 15 days, and you have to kill Weaver again, it would still be great in my opinion because you're realistically only using it for a some amount of time, but it does something that no other item can do it as effectively, right? In the
Mm-hmm.
game. Because like you can have the nightmare amulet, but it lasts like less than a day.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have to fight the nightmare creatures, right? If you're using the amulet.
Yep.
As for the bone helm, you just pacify them.
God. And it is really like insane that, like I said, on paper, it seems like the living artifact would really come out on top. But like I said, I feel like unlike the bone helm, it's not going to be useful all the time. Like you only have 3 minutes to make the most out of it. Whereas, like I said, the bone helm, you can use it for as long as you want, whenever you want, with no timer. So, in my eyes, I would give it to the bone helm.
They're saying
It has more
here
you.
for the chat, like
Yeah.
infinite iron that you can get from the artifact or something. So you can make
Yeah,
like
like so
lamps and all.
the artifact, you can do some things better, but it cannot do something like unique, right? I feel like.
I mean, I'd say the artifact is still like a pretty unique item.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I-
You know,
I
the
kind of
Tony
think the
Stark
utility of
stuff.
the bone helm still kind of tops it over though. Just because
Yeah,
Yeah,
forever
me
use.
too.
Can you
agree.
like I mean I have never actually used the artifact. And I
Yeah.
don't know how it works. Like
Yeah,
is it
exactly.
full is it like 3 minutes of just endless 3 minutes of use, or can you equip it and unequip it, or are you stuck to
As
that 3 minutes?
as far as I've seen, what I've looked into, you basically get to use it for 3 minutes. You can't take it off. Like as soon as you activate it, it's there for until it goes away.
Yeah, so yeah, the Bone Helm is generally used quality of life, while artifact is a trump card. That's true. The
Yeah.
artifact is literally a trump card.
Oh, yeah, and Human Cast is right. Like you basically, you basically get the cosplay as a playable raid boss. Yeah, that's totally true.
What is spring boss?
Yeah,
Interesting. All
but
right. No, yeah. Well, I say bone helm.
Yeah, so
So,
I think
Yeah.
the Bone Helm is
Yeah.
yeah.
I give it to the Bone Helm. Give it the Bone Helm.
yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have. It's a pretty interesting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
The Snakebone Soup versus the Quack and Drill.
Pretty interesting.
One allows you to drill for oil, which is pretty useful for a lot of things, especially if you're making a sea yard. And
Yeah,
the other,
but something tells me I want to give it to the soup.
yeah, I mean,
I don't
soup
know.
soup is basically just like a different flavor of pierogi.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I mean, 40 health and 25 hunger. That's good, but
Yeah, it's great because you can do a lot of them, right?
yeah, he
Bunch
drops
of them.
he drops like a ton of bones. But to be honest, like I think you can live without them. There's like tons of
Yeah.
healing foods or really healing options you can make in Hamlet in single player.
Yep. Yeah, the quality of life that you get, you know, and like oils as well, like you said, is something so important. Like it's not like that big of a deal, but it is something that you need, you know, to have to progress into the game. So yeah.
And Christopher Valdres definitely did say something interesting. It's like the differences between DSC and Don't Starve. Like bosses aren't as challenging in single player, so it's more about acquiring resources for base building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, single player is more like a sandbox than the DST is in my eyes.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty biased, but for me, yeah, the resources and like the mass resources and the quality of life, it's way better than combat sometimes, especially for solo.
And
The
Don't
world
Starve, the
itself.
world itself is a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
people want DST to be, and like they haven't done it.
Yeah. So I feel like we gotta give it to the Quack and Drill,
The
right?
Yeah,
drill.
no, I give it to the Quack and
Making
Drill.
an oil wherever you want is good.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
you don't have to go out to the frickin' boonies just so you can get some stuff for your sea or some tar lamps.
I feel like the bone soup was supposed to be something like similar to the jelly beans from Don't Starve Together, you know? Like you have a lot of them, you use them, but for food and somewhat for HP. But like it's it's still a food item, you know, and you don't have a polar bear bin or that goop on the ground, right? That you can preserve the Ichor preserver, right? You
Oh,
don't
yeah, the
have
Ichor
that
Preserve.
in Hamlet, right?
No, there's no
So
Ichor Preserve.
Yeah, so I feel like
Well, the
it's
snake bones
like
don't
kind of
rot,
wanting to be
so
something, but it can't
Yeah,
be.
yeah, the snake bones don't rot, and
Yeah.
you can get bundling wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
even
that's true.
still, there's like tons of healing items you can use.
the
Yeah,
vent.
exactly. The fact that you can do exactly the same with pierogi, so yeah.
And not to mention, like in my eyes, like healing in Don't Starve isn't nearly as important in DST.
The
Yeah.
better armor.
Yeah, and you're not really going to be fighting all that much. It's mainly about exploration. So in my eyes, yeah, give it to the drill.
The drill.
Okay.
I mean, DVG, you can maybe try to not show the items, right? What do you think? So
I
we
mean,
can just surprise them
I
with
could.
what will
What's
come
going
next.
next? I mean,
Yeah.
I could do like a duplicate, and then and then like move the. I have to like move this all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a great Hamlet world on day 56 and was planning to kill Pub only to die to vampire bats. Yeah,
Freaking bats.
This one. I
that's
can
an experience.
unlock.
And fights
Yeah.
aren't as long either.
Oh, yeah, like you'd be surprised. Like if you've been playing Don't Starve together for a while and you go back to Don't Starve, like you realize,
Yeah.
oh my god, they go down quick.
Yeah, like this dragonfly thing on summer, like it was supposed to be the hardest thing ever. You know, I still have like nightmares from when I was a kid trying to fight that thing, but I go back and
There we go.
it's not that big of a deal.
This
I saw
It's just tank with pierogi and healing items, and it's easy.
All right, I adjusted it so I can. So that way people don't know what's coming up.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be awesome.
So next up, we have bundling wrap and the dreadstone pillar.
The Dreadstone Pillar. Oh. Oh yeah, I already know. I already know which one's winning.
Yep.
Yep, just bundling wrap.
But the
Yep.
fuel weaver cheese.
Yeah, but you gotta spend like 40 Dreadstone to just make one of these
What?
things.
40 dreadstone fuel weaver cheese. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, they got rid of like the construction amulet cheese with the mimics.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
got
even
rid of that.
harder to make. It's even harder to make these pillars.
To die before.
Yeah, so the fact that the bundling wrap can put 4 items in, it basically negates every spoilage from any item in the game. And the fact that you can use it to transport things more efficiently, especially in Ruins Rush or Ruins Clear at all, sometimes you just need to take 4 deconstruction staves upstairs, and it's way better to bring like some bundling wraps. It's just for me, it's a clear winner, right?
The
I
expansion
mean, to me,
of it, yeah.
it kind of feels like the Dreadstone pillar feels like a joke item. I mean, it's not like Dreadstone itself is bad. Like Dreadstone armor, that's like really good. But the pillar, the problem about it is it's just too expensive. And
And
like
I feel
it's
like
cool.
the problem with the pillar is that the stone ones are so much easier to maintain because you're not going to be downstairs at the caves at all
Yeah,
using
exactly.
them constantly. So
It's
like they will last a long time, and stones it's like rocks, right? It's so easy to get rocks with stone fruit bushes, right?
oh yeah. Yeah, honestly, Bumbling Wrap just like it tumps the Dreadstone pillar. It's just too hard to get for
Yeah.
like a pretty like nominal reward.
But it's still a pretty great item like for decoration, I guess.
Yeah, I'd give it that.
Yeah.
I'd give it that at least. And and to be fair, like Ripple does allow you to get a lot of Dreadstone.
Yeah, Ripple gives a lot of Dreadstone. It's not as much as it used to. They nerfed it a little bit, but you can just wait around, let it let the centipede multiply, right? and farm some Dreadstone. But yeah, I
I
feel
mean, it's
I would rather be using my Dreadstone elsewhere.
I mean, it's probably more just good for the late game kind of cave based world because then you don't have to repair it because it'll automatically repair.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
quote
just it. But
unquote
I mean, like in
automatically.
comparison, uh, yeah, no, I think just the just the
Yeah.
bundling wrap wins.
Yeah, what would you rather have? The ability to store food indefinitely, or just have a pillar that regenerates itself in an area that you're probably not going to be in for that long?
Yeah,
What I don't get is just like how come the Dreadstone wall doesn't have that ability?
Wait, I think it's supposed to repair over time, right?
It does like it doesn't. It just has like I don't know. I think it just has its own thing because it doesn't. I don't think it repairs because it has like the strongest
there was
HP.
supposed to be they were supposed to be repairable, but they changed in the beta. I remember that. And
Hmm.
there's also like one thing they changed, kind of unrelated, but do you know the grass walls?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how they used to grow automatically when placed on savanna turf?
Oh, what?
What? No.
Yeah, those used to be you would put them at level 1, they would grow to level 3 automatically
Well, that's pretty cool.
as time went on, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
if the Dreadstone pillar, was something similar to this, like you would make a little bit and then it would grow to be a pillar, then I feel like it would be way better.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Fast Think pretty much just sums up what I think. It's basically like a Lucite wall tier item.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep, yep.
The
Bundling wrap
empires.
goes on to bundling wrap goes on. But
Bundling
who
wrap.
knows? I mean, Dreadstone still has a chance to make it back. Who knows?
I mean,
Who knows?
clay can be like they can make it so the Dreadstone pillar is the one that blocks the boulders and the other pillar doesn't. But
Hmm.
then it would be so annoying, honestly.
Yeah, you definitely would. It would need like a price cut if they were gonna do that.
Yeah, like 16 Dreadstone to build a pillar.
All right, let's see what's next. We have the Howling Conch versus the Scrappy Chapel
Chapaldron.
Yeah.
Chapaldron. Okay,
Yay.
I like to call it the cone hat.
Cool. What was the Howling Conch? The Howling Conch, is that the one that pushes the wind always behind you? No, that's
Yeah,
the wind stick.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the
it's the
one
one
that like.
that yeah,
Oh,
controls the
stress.
wind.
Stress level says, what does the metal hat even do? No, it's pretty simple. You get it after you kill Scrappy Werepig, and when you wear it, it basically makes you immune to those piles of scrap that he throws onto your
Mhm.
head. So
Yep.
yeah, it basically makes you invincible to that attack.
And it has really low durability when you get it, so you're like it's kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
You
weak.
have to manage properly to get a full durability one. So you have to know the enemy's HP, and that sometimes requires a mod, you know, to like min max, get a 100%. So it's pretty niche, right? I feel like go with the conch here.
Because like the conch is summon strong winds, but also like in Rain of Giants, it adds rain, so you can like use it in summer like a wicker book.
Yeah,
Oh
it's a
wow, that's
better
neat.
wicker book.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I'd probably give it to the Howling Conch then.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
this Chapaldro only has one use. Or
yeah,
you can put it on war um not Warbot. Wobot. You can put it on Wobot to make it look like a witch. But that as much as you get.
yeah, Howling Conch. Yeah, you're going on the next round.
I wonder if like I'm moving a whole thing. Yay. There we go. Yay. All hail the magic conch.
It's like an
Oh,
even more specific beekeeper's hat. Something like that. Yeah.
oh, yeah, pretty much.
Sounds lame because you can just dodge the attack. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much.
It's one of those things that the developers like they don't think about. You know, they just do it. They just add it, and
I mean, there's
it
probably
ends
some.
up no one uses.
It's probably got some like hidden potential. Like maybe like a few years down the line, you find like some weird strat to like farm a mass amount of a specific resource. But
I
until
mean,
then,
I mean, scrap.
if it blocked,
You really
if it
need to
blocked
farm
lunar
scrap
hail,
though. Is the thing.
oh yeah,
yeah.
but by the time the rifts are active, you can just go buy the thing and not only hammer down the junk, but you can also get the fences. You can get a good amount of scrap.
If
Yeah.
the Chapaldron was an item that lasted forever and was a blueprint and you had to craft it and it would like block lunar hail and it was necessary for lunar hail
Well,
and it had another use,
I mean, it could be
then it
cool.
would be a great item.
Too bad lunar hail
Right?
doesn't exist anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they,
I
they're
mean
pretty.
they're planning to bring it back, right?
Yeah,
I
I think they're
hope.
planning. I think they're planning on having the birds attack you in like a future update.
Mm,
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty lame, I think.
All
I
We
right,
have to
miss the
see.
hail. All right, next.
we have the insulated pack versus the enlightened ground. Oh man, that sucks. Because I really do like
uh
both of these, especially the former. But it's like, come on, it's the enlightened crown.
I think it does. The Pearldron also protects you from earthquakes, because I think it's up, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, imagine like carrying a Chapaldron downstairs just to counter
When you
earthquakes.
can just, see where the shadows are and just move out of the way.
Like that's insane.
I mean, it's
Like
also nice that the Woody's hat also
yeah.
kind of does that.
And you can get
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
way earlier too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so man.
So next discussion. Well,
Oh boy.
I feel like you know, as much as people don't like the crown, sometimes, some people say like, "Oh, it's just a crown." Like some people were very underwhelmed when the Celestial Champion was in beta and they released the crown, right? It looks pretty cool and stuff, and it is super extremely useful as well. But yeah, it's literally one of the best items in the game. You get a light source, you get like 10 plus sanity per minute, right? You get damage, you get literally a cool item, right? Jewels on
Oh,
your head,
and
jewels.
don't forget, like you basically get a just ult immunity, and it makes fighting Celestial Champion
Oh
or
yeah,
doing anything where high enlightenment would be a problem. It just makes it like a non-issue.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
The
And it
So,
looks cool.
insulated pack is cool. It does exactly what you need, and it actually helps out a lot in building up to the getting a crown. So it's like really useful. Because
yeah,
like just because there's not a lot of things that you can do to reduce like the spoil rate of the moon gleams or
Yeah. I mean, you can use the
reduce
ice
shards.
chester.
The,
Ice Chester and Insulated
Yeah.
Pack are the only two that can use it, but you can't use a fridge or. And then Bundling
um,
Wrap kind of screws over the moon gleams because
Yeah.
ice.
You have to
Actually,
pick
Warley
them up
can
again.
make his chef pouch, which gives him a little
Yeah.
bit of spoilage against items that are in it.
I mean, honestly, like I really love the insulator pack, and I wished it was better. Like I really wish it was a better item because I don't see myself using this item as much as I would like to because of the piggyback. I will
yeah,
sacrifice 10% movement speed for that much inventory space any day.
and
Like
coming from
that's my
somebody
opinion.
who mainly likes to wear body slot items and only wears backpacks when I'm doing something that requires a ton of space. Yeah, the insulated pack it is good, but I kind of prefer other items.
Yeah.
The chef pouch. As I think stress levels said earlier that Berger is more useful alive than he is dead anyway.
True.
True. And
And
yeah,
like being honest, like if I would put the piggyback above the insulated pack, I don't see why I wouldn't put the enlightenment crown above the insulated pack. So for me,
yeah.
I think it's an enlightenment crown.
Oh, yeah. Definitely agree. And I find it also funny that like I was the only one who remembered the chef pouch even existed.
Yeah. Fast think, you are crazy. There's no way you used the insulated pack over Krampus sack.
I mean, I
There
can
is
understand
no
it.
way.
I can understand it. Like if
You
you're
can
like
use the
me,
ice chester. Like you can use the ice chester.
if you're like me and you play Wicker Bottom and you're really, really just like you got to keep your food fresh. And sometimes, like for me, I don't really need 14 slots of inventory space. Like sometimes I just need my foods to stay fresh. And
Ah,
yeah,
that's
and that
very niche.
I'm
Yeah.
glad they buffed it from single player, which is
oh,
it used to have
oh yeah,
6, and then they
yeah.
Yeah.
changed it to 8.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It still worked. It's still fine. But yeah, I totally agree.
I don't like bundle wraps for food because it sucks to. I don't like wasting the grass on it. That's my argument. I hate having to constantly make rope for bundle wraps.
Yeah.
So
I don't usually use it for food until I just use it for food until I get the bin, right?
Hmm.
Then I'll use the ink preservers.
So line crown.
Crown, I think it provides
Yeah.
Yeah,
more.
brown.
My
Brown.
crown.
So now I wanted to say something here. Like the insulated backpack, it's something that would be really great if they explored more the mechanics of hot food, you know? Because hot food will give you some temperature, you know, and help you a little bit. But because thermal stones are so OP, you are way better using thermal stones than using any insulated gear. So your temperature varying just a little bit doesn't matter as much, right? As if you were using, like, let's say hibernation vest combo, right, with the the beefalo hat, right? It would, like, any temperature max that you get would be really useful. So if that item would somehow be used alongside other items, like it's the only backpack that you can use with an armor or with a vest, then I would think I would put above the Enlightenment Crown in that scenario. But it would be the only scenario, you know, for it to be
Oh,
better.
hold on 1 second.
And today's argument is brought to you by What's Wilton's toothpaste for when you really want to get your shine on from your piggy beak.
And don't forget Mama Lillian's lovely leafy meatloaf, peas and joy.
I usually have a portion of food out of wrap so it won't spoil, like 10 or 40 or something, then refresh from a bundle of wraps. Yep. That's the strategy. Unfortunate matchup for the My Beloved Insulated pack. Yeah,
Yeah,
I also think that.
yeah, I feel you, man. I F with the pack, man. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's what makes the
I
bracket so interesting, though. Like you never really know what items are going to get pit up against. Even if they are really good, if the matchup isn't good, then things can really turn each other around.
Mm-hmm. That's why
and as I
technically.
said before, I really wanted to use the Insulated pack more than I use it.
Okay. So
Mhm.
next up, we have. Oh wow, these are kind of similar. God, we have the Ice Crystallizer versus the Houndius Studius. What? Jeez,
We got both eyeballs together, pitted against one another. We got the left
It's
and the right eye.
light
Yeah.
versus dark.
So basically, what is the best use of Deer Club's eye?
Yeah, I mean, okay. I definitely have a bit more experience with the Shootiest than I do the Crystallizer. In my eyes, I don't know. I kind of prefer the Shootiest a bit more. I mean, it's not only good for killing hounds, but it's really good for farming other stuff like birds or other mobs like spiders and such. Or if you get enough of them, you could also use them to cheese a few raid bosses, I guess. Meanwhile, with the ice crystallizer, the effect is cool, literally and figuratively, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit hard to use. Like, I mean, it's good that it prevents wildfires from occurring in summer, but if you stand inside of the area, you take freezing damage. And while it is able to make glaciers pretty much anywhere you want, I feel like at the point where you get the crystallizer, you can definitely live without ice. Like you don't really need ice as much.
Yeah, you can get ice pretty easily in the ocean. With one trip, you can fill a whole ice box if you get to the Shark Boy Island.
I think
Or if you're that
the best thing about the crystallizer is really just the setting of the ambient, because I
Yeah.
kind of would prefer using the crystallizer as my ice storage. Not ice storage, but like my fridge area. So if you have I know the polar bin is already like really good, but you can make if you have it inside a crystallizer, it makes it even better because it gives you the winter bonus for food spoilage.
Yeah.
So like
Mm.
because while anything inside the crystallizer, like any food inside the crystallizer, also has like slower spoil rate by 25%, which is one thing I kind of really like. But that's just me because I like maximizing things.
Yeah, and not only that, but you can put an ice box inside of a um, crystallizer range. And if you put any thermal stones inside of the ice box, it will get to even minus 25 degrees in winter and minus 10 in other seasons. So
oh
it's pretty great, you know, to have a minus 10 thermal stone in summer. It
Mm-hmm.
will
but
last way longer.
I also have to account to the fact that the Shootiest is a lot easier to acquire too compared to the Crystallizer. Like if you really do play your cards right, you can get it before the first spring.
Mm-hmm.
I
Though
mean, there's not much you can do with with the shootiest that you cannot do with other items. From
I
the
I
know.
kind of wish that the Shootiest was less permanent.
Oh,
Because
like
like
you could just move it.
yeah, if the Shootiest was movable, that'd be great. That'd like put it up.
I wish it was stronger, man. Like
I
if it
mean,
if it was a laser or something.
Uh, I mean, it is pretty solid. Like against some of the later Hound waves, it definitely does clean up house. Like just one of them is enough to settle all your Hound related problems.
Yeah, I really also like the shooters here, but yeah, I am a bit biased because Willow can just lunar blast an entire wave of hounds.
And
So
it's
hounds
another
are non-existent for her.
and it's like another case because I feel like in single player it's a lot more stronger since most characters don't have access to AoE abilities. And like stress level said, you're
Yep.
able to get a lot of these easier because you got 3 different ruins levels with 3 different guardians, and you can get the seed of ruin and just keep on farming it, and you can have as many of them as you want.
Yeah, it's way better, and I would go Houndiest shooters for like a single player setup, you know? But in Don't Starve Together, like I would go for the ice crystallizer.
Yeah. I feel like even though there's a lot more crowd control in AoE, I don't know, man. I still would go for like the shootiest though. I mean, at least to me, I'm thinking like, okay, do I really need this? Is this gonna benefit me a ton in my survival compared to what I've been able to make before? I can't really see that. I mean, it's good that I can maximize more food by adding it to the ambient temperature instead of an icebox, but I mean, I feel like by that point I would have already had like the polar bear driven or bundling wraps, so it wouldn't really have been a problem. And while making ice is cool, I can live without ice. I mean, my main crop bot foods consist of honey, ham, and bacon and eggs, and I don't really use any filler items, so
I mean, it's
I
not much. It's not much about the ice. It's about like building your base or your camp around the crystallizer range so that you can just get on to you just can get on it and summer doesn't exist and any other season you can just deactivate the thing.
Mm.
So it's so OP for that reason, in my opinion.
And
And just you can get a cold, very cold thermal stone at any time. And if you are in the range, for example, like if you have a mega base and you have like 10 or 20 of those, so you don't have an area that you can leave,
Mhm.
you can make exactly one little spot in the middle in the middle of four ice crystallizers and put a chair, and you can just sit in there and let your temperature rise in summer and then come back. So you don't need any scaled furnaces, and that quality of life in summer, it really helps, and you don't need to, but I have
It's
to agree.
easy.
You have to kill a lot of host of horror bosses to get it,
Just
yeah, it
making
take
and you have to
everything.
farm. Yeah.
Like you could get
it
the
takes a
Houndius
while.
sooner, but like also trying to get a lot of Houndius. Both of these kind of have a grind, especially if you're
Yeah.
not if you the yeah. So I think the grind on both of these are just kind of similar. Ice is a good filler, and like a lot of times, like because I'm thinking later world, you're probably just gonna be going with banana dishes, and bananas require
Yeah.
kind of ice, and you get a lot of good stuff with those.
It's hard. They're just like completely even.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah,
man.
because if you have, I mean, if you have your whole screen full of Houndius Shootius and you have your whole mega base full of ice crystallizers, if I have to choose one, I would still choose the crystallizer just for the quality of life of
And
like not having to care about summer, stuff like
and
that.
I just think
I
that
would
the shootiest just because you gotta reset ruins every time for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
that's the
also
biggest. Yeah, that's
I'd,
if the shooters was so much easier to make, I would give it to the shooters 100%. But I can't see myself clearing the ruins all the time just to get another one, If it was three, then it would make sense, It would be comparable,
Mm-hmm.
what I
we,
would
well
think. But
we,
that's
we
just
gotta
my opinion.
we gotta pick one of these though. We gotta pick one of these.
This is a hard one.
Jeez. uh,
It's a very
in my
hard one.
eyes, I go with the shootiest, but like I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm more of a utility guy, so I'd probably just go crystallizer. I think
Yeah,
I
you
see
know
more
what?
utility.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
my
could probably
God.
see that. And to be
It's gonna
honest,
be it's gonna be up to me to decide now.
uh,
Jeez.
God,
It's a hard one. It's a hard one, guys.
ah, jeez.
Oh my gosh, wait. I honestly, I have to go. I have to go with the crystallizer, man.
All right.
I have to go with the crystal. It's such a great item. Even after they change it with the thermal stone that will instantly change temperatures, right? It just made it way better as well. Because the second you get in, your thermal will be cold. So the moment you get out, it will be cold for longer as well. So yeah,
Oh,
Farmability.
and not to mention, like the Houndius Studius kind of is sort of irrelevant to make with how many just crowd control abilities everyone has now.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with Wendy and Willow, because they're so
Yeah.
strong right now.
And now
So yeah.
Wartox and Walter.
Yeah, Walter, like, who needs a Houndius Shooters when you have Walter? Like,
Jeez. Man, they got power crept so hard.
One of the best,
yeah,
biggest items, and like, oh, this is cool, and then like use this two boss
yeah,
items, and then it's just like it's gone.
yeah.
Okay,
In
maybe
the
this.
original Don't Starve, it was crazy. It was I used to love this item.
Yeah, Houndia Studios is basically the same from single player and to multiplayer. It's 1000
lot.
HP. They have the same
Yeah,
damage, the same fire rate.
yeah. I think it's a lot better in single player with how easy it is to farm with Hamlet shops and the Sea to Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But okay, hopefully this next one is a lot easier to get through.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the boot.
Hold on. Crystallizer up. There we go.
All right.
And then
It was
next.
literally the original endgame item from literal base DS, and it hasn't changed. Yeah, that's the biggest reason.
It is literally just like the Guardian it drops it from. It is literally ancient.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready.
Okay, next up we have the bootleg getaway versus the CSAC.
Ooh.
Oh,
What does the CSAC
God.
actually do? Because I don't.
It's basically this. It's basically just a tropical version of the insulated pack.
Yeah.
Mhm. So hey, this is the redeeming factor, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
we get to
God.
talk about insulated.
Oh no, but it's like the bootleg. It's the same issue. Okay, it's not like
This is yeah.
it's not like extremely like good, but the bootleg getaway, it's just it makes ocean exploration in DST like so much less of a headache.
It's not that big of an issue with the Enlightenment Crown, where it would demolish the insulation pack, but it's still extremely useful, right?
Yeah. And okay,
Kinda
to be
broke.
fair, the bootleg getaway does allow you to travel across the ocean a lot easier, but you're not really going to be on the ocean that much, are you? Unless you're like
Yeah,
doing
but
some.
Plus, don't
Here's
you
the
have
thing:
to
it will make it easier or shorter your trips in the ocean, right?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess that is true. I don't know. I just can't really get into ocean content.
Because I'm just thinking,
And you
like,
can use the bootleg.
you need the bootleg,
Yeah.
but you also have to have explored the area beforehand, no?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I use bootleg
I mean,
to gather marauders. Yeah,
we have
Marauder
to
farm?
take in consideration like that you are going to use that in shipwrecked, right? As
Mhm.
well.
But just imagine, like, for some update, they just made it so, like, oh, you can make the CSAC in DST, even though the insulated pack doesn't exist. So just imagine, like, they both exist in the same, like,
'Cause
continuity, I guess.
Because, like, in single player, you technically can hop between worlds. So,
Yeah.
like, you're
So you can
easy.
have a sea sack and an insulation pack at the same time.
Mhm. Treasure hunting. Oh, yeah, treasure hunting is good because if you get a treasure, it makes a new thing. Even if you haven't
And it's
explored.
great for surprising seeds, right? So you can gather them quicker.
Oh, and I think they're a lot easier to get now, the recent update, too, right?
Yeah, and I was gonna say like you can use a bootleg to the Frostra Island. Get more bootlegs. And the fact that you get a bunch per kill, and you can even farm like 2 additional deep base. It's not that hard, honestly, to fish for deep base.
Yeah,
To get more, yeah.
the CSEC is good, but yeah, I just think the bootleg getaway just has a lot more utility with what you can do with it.
And especially now that they added a new set piece, right, to the ocean.
Yay! Set piece. There's one you gotta travel to. Yeah.
So, yeah, my vote is bootleg getaway.
Yeah, mine too.
Alright. So much for saying that the pack is good.
God, like it'll get its chance. It's not over yet. It'll have its moment.
Ocean based.
But not this time.
Not this time. Alright, let's move on.
It's so unfortunate for the insulated pack to
God,
be like if it was against the Chapaldron, right?
God,
Yeah.
It would be a no-brainer.
Okay,
Yeah.
next up, yeah, this one's gonna be easy. We got the booty bag versus the polar bear gerbin.
Oh my gosh.
I already know what I'm picking right now. I feel like we all know in our hearts.
Yeah.
We could still discuss though. Like, okay, the booty
Yeah.
bag is cool. This is like another cool backpack item. And I mean, functionally, it's like the backpack, but every day you get a doubloon, which, if you really do like to scratch that itch when it comes to gambling at the slot machine, it is good for getting up a good amount of doubloons. But other than that, it's basically just a cooler backpack at the end of the day.
Gambling.
Yeah, it's one of those items where it's basically one of those casual items, right? You use it to run around, get some money to
You
gamble and
get
stuff.
because that's from the Quacken, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
guaranteed drop from the Kraken, like the Quacken, not the Kraken.
So it's just something that you have.
And you can fight the Quacken like
Good to have.
really early. So
Oh, stress level.
I love
If you're confused about what the booty bag does, so this thing is a Strict Brick exclusive item, and it's just like the backpack. It has 8 slots, but every day it'll dispense a doubloon, which is able to be used at the slot machine, and that item can get you like a ton of different things.
Yeah, you could get
Yeah.
walking canes, you could get ruins gear, you could get all this stuff.
You can get poison mosquitoes, you can get spiders, you can get hounds, you can get monkeys. It's really a variety of different good or bad things.
Hmm.
Yeah, like as I said, I feel like it's one of those casual items, no? Like one of
Yeah.
those where you wear it and you just farm, and when you have enough, you just use it.
Meanwhile, the polar bear gerbin is like basically just a more convenient version of bundling wrap, where the items inside aren't going to last forever, but I mean, it's basically close enough. It's like 20 times as long. And you can serve like a ton of crock pot food in there, like jelly beans, bacon, and eggs, tons of healing,
Mm.
sandy dishes, and you can always guarantee that the items inside are always going to be fresh. And it basically means that you can just stockpile a ton of food and not have to worry about it going bad. Though I feel
Yeah,
like you're
you
playing
can
as
fill. I feel like you can fill all the slots, and you will never run out.
Mhm.
You're gonna get maximum like a one slot of yellow honey hams. Like if you have it full, you'll get like one maybe. So it's extremely useful. And with WX is even better because he can eat it even if it's red.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I don't think that the polar bear gerbin isn't as good as WX, but I mean, you still basically saves on inventory space. It just
No,
allows
I
you to
mean it's even better because you can fill it up with items that would otherwise rot in like 6 days, And even if it rots in 200 days, you still can use it and gain maximum advantage, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
and you have to be
okay.
wearing
Yeah.
the bag in order to actually get the doubloon. You can't just swap it.
Oh God. Well, to be honest, most people are just gonna keep it on anyways.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that
mean,
still
for
sucks.
me, I'm gonna give my vote here. For me, I think it's for the polar bear bin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
booty
not even.
bag. Yeah, no.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like coughing baby versus like nuclear bomb.
Yeah, that was one of those that was not fair as well.
Well, not
Yeah.
fair.
Blame the placement, man. I didn't.
Yeah, it was just all of this is random. So some of these weird
Yeah.
lucky ones are just like, oh wow, we didn't plan this.
Yep.
I mean, and on the beta from day one, after like the single time they released it, the polar bear Drbini was even weaker, and people was still saying like, "Oh my god, this item is gonna be so broken," right? Just like without even testing it, because of the convenience and the 6 slots, the amount of time you have until it rots. It's such an amazing item.
Yeah, man. Like seriously, it's really the only reason I just fight the lunar bosses, anyways. It's just to get that thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. But moving on, this one should also be quite easy. We have the pillar scaffold versus the umbrella. Like such an iconic item. Yeah. Yep.
No.
Yep. One goes the umbrella. Easy enough.
Yep. That goes
Yeah.
to the umbrella.
Yeah, it's sort of like the same problem as the Dreadstone Pillar, except this one isn't as strong. I mean, it is good for dealing with earthquakes, but
Yeah.
you're not really going to be in the caves for that long.
If you're cave basing, the pillars really are nice. I do actually kind of find it sad though, because you lose out on the free rocks that you would get, because oftentimes you would get a mole that drops during a
Yeah, that's
quake
true.
and they automatically farm the rocks. So it does kind of, you kind of miss out on it, but it does protect you from the minor damage you would take while you're just chilling. I kind of wish they made these pillars work in combination with the bridge kits to where you could extend the bridge more into the void with a pillar.
Mm.
So like you put out the bridge, and then if you have a pillar, it'll like boom, stock the bridge there, and you kind of like extend into the void more. So every 6 tiles
Like
of the bridge.
attach, like
Yeah.
attached to the bridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
like
so
a pillar to the bridge.
and so it goes down into the void instead.
That's a
and
pretty cool
and
idea.
so
They
you
should
can
do that.
and so you can extend bridges more, and then the pillar already protects the bridge anyway. So
Yeah.
it'd be a good combo to like make longer bridges in caves, because a lot of times you don't people don't use bridges because there's no reason to use them.
Yeah, the
I
range is
feel it.
just. It just feels like it's undercooked. Like it's such a good idea, but it just doesn't go as far as you want them to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, like just take a look at the lightning rod, right? No one has never had a problem with the lightning rod because of how cheap it is. The range is pretty big, but it like it's not the range of a mega base. You're not gonna cover your whole mega base, but it's pretty cheap. However, the pillars are pretty expensive, and you could still get a lot of rocks late game, but it's still 40 rocks.
Uh-huh.
Like it's still like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
even
my
though
thing
you're
for the
gonna
pillar.
put your base in a little spot under the pillar, you're still gonna leave that spot, and it's still gonna rain rocks in there. Especially if you're open the rifts, it's gonna have boulders around as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But yeah, so
Meanwhile,
umbrella.
the umbrella is like the most iconic, like such like oh my god, I need this item
It's
in the
like
game.
the best item, one of the best items in the game.
Yeah, one
There's
of the
no reason
best.
to not have it, right?
It's so versatile. Like it's really good for spring. It's really good for summer. It looks really nice. It has a good amount of durability. It's not too hard to get. You can farm it using the hostile flare, and you can give other people's on the server. This thing is such a versatile dress item.
And you can repair it for a very high percentage, right?
Yeah,
As
Yeah,
well.
well, because it's 9 days, and then a repair kit always repairs 5 days.
Yep. It's a
it's
lot.
just yep. Umbrella for the win.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It
Umbrella for the
completely negates every rain as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you
Oh.
think about it, like, oh, acid rain, blah blah blah, it's pretty OP. But if you have somehow, a sewing kit downstairs and you have the umbrella, it's gonna last a pretty long time. Like even if acid rain is at its max, at its peak, you can use the umbrella to completely get rid of acid rain and repair it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And keep repairing it, and you won't take any damage. So it's that good of an item, that great of an item. It's good for a situation until you get the umbrella, right?
Yeah, the
But
umbrella.
it's a pretty great one.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Moving on, we have the Mushlight versus the Waterfowl Can.
That's a weird comparison, right?
That's an interesting matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So everything that works for the glow cap is a mush light except for the spores. So you got either, since we're talking just the waterfowl can itself, I mean, I think the main benefit is just that it's used to repair the Malbatross bill, and well, everything we talked about in the Malbatross bill kind of applies here, where it's like sometimes you need that 4 times water, and it's nice.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
whereas
I
the
mean,
mushlight is cool, but you can definitely like live without it. Like it is
Mhm.
neat,
yeah,
but like I mean, there are tons of ways to light up your base really anywhere you want to go. You don't really need to kill a over 50,000 K health raid boss just to get some pretty neat lights.
but like I feel like if you think about it, what it's better, to have a little bit more water in your farming or to have infinite lights around.
Mhm.
Yeah, to be
So yeah,
yeah, I will agree. I mean, I do farm from time to time, but I never really. I feel like I can get a good amount of produce even if I don't use water.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's very
It's
niche. Water is like basically just to get more seeds or giants.
And even then, like if the crop combos are good enough, you don't even need to water your crops.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, in that case, I give it to the mushlight.
So much light.
Yeah, me too.
Ah,
Yeah,
Let's give it a chance, right? To go up.
much light.
yeah.
Many watering cans. Mhm.
Yeah, the mushlight might win again the polar bear bin if
It
it.
might. I mean, the polar bear bin, like from an aesthetic standpoint, it just doesn't compare. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
you
mean,
can
looking
just
at
make
these
many
next
watering
ones.
cans too. Yeah,
Oh,
stress levels said that you can just make a bunch of watering cans. So like, why would you need this? It's just like extremely niche. Just a quality of life.
yeah. You can just make as many watering cans as you want. You don't really need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, we have the Turf Razor Helm versus the Quackering Ram. Oh
Ooh,
boy. Jeez. Man, I love these both. Okay.
me too.
The Turf Razor Helm is a pretty good item. Okay. Though its usefulness depends on how you like to play. Like if you're somebody who just likes to place down structures from a practical standpoint and don't really care about aesthetics, then this thing is just not going to do anything for you. Whereas the
Yeah.
Quackering Ram, I mean, it's not only good for killing things out at sea, but you can constantly switch it with other equipment items, and you can go super fast. And it's
Mm-hmm.
almost as good as using coffee without having to farm for the volcano. It
Mm-hmm.
allows you
Yeah.
to cover a ton of ground.
Can I be honest right here?
Oh yeah, sure.
The turf razor is super overrated. I am not even kidding. In my opinion, it's such an overrated item because you can like I was trying to change the turf of a whole oasis biome or dragonfly biome, right, in my world, and it took like around 10 those because the durability is really really bad.
Durability. Does
And
it have durability?
yeah, the durability on the turf razor is really really bad. So, and the fact that you have to use it to open it to put things inside, then you have to walk in and walk back and then equip it and unequip it, and sometimes it runs out. It's really annoying to use it. So I was having, I was using the pitchfork, the gold pitchfork, and I was changing turf faster with the pitchfork in a lazy forager than I was doing with the turf razor helm, being completely honest.
Mm.
Because
My God, it does
the
have
pitch
durability. I
the
didn't even
golden
realize it
pitchfork,
had durability.
yeah, the golden pitchfork has enough durability where you can do whatever you want with it.
Though
But the
the
turf razor, man,
though you definitely
I think
I'd
it
say
does kind of suck because when it's, I think when it's replacing, it does double usage.
yeah. That's the problem. And the fact that like it's instant to put things, like to
Mhm.
put turf, it's one animation, it's instant. So it's not that big of a difference when you think about it. Because the time I was having to come back, wait to kill the ant lion to get more desert stones, then to farm desert stones, so I had to fish in the oasis. Then I have to come back to craft more because they were breaking all the time and they were bugging all the time because I have to remove a turf and then put another one back in and then I have to walk in and walk backwards. Like it's really weird to use. So as long as I love this item, as far as I love this item, if it had more durability, I would put it a little bit up.
Mhm.
But I feel like the item is bad, in my opinion.
And yeah, I mean, I like it. And I use it every now and then, but it's only if I really do care about aesthetics and I want to get more of my base looking pretty, it is good for doing that fast compared to the pitchfork. But again, I can live without it. It's good,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
something you can totally live without.
I mean,
I was having more fun using the golden pitchfork than I had with using this because I had to make a whole pigskin farm on my worlds.
yeah,
2 or 3 worlds I had to do it. Like I didn't use pigskin the whole world, 2000 days, only using um the eye mask for the first time for the first days. So no need to use many pigskin. And then suddenly I need to change turf. Oh, I need to make a whole farm of pigs just to use an item that will run out all the time.
what's item is not too much. I mean, you only need one desert stone. It's more so the other, like the 5 beefalo wool, the 3 pig skin. If you don't have that set up, I can see how that would be bad. But like to
One
me, I always
antlion
have it
kill
set
is
up.
2400 to 3200 turf uses. Yeah, it uses double durability when it places and removes at the same time. And if you don't have a beefalo, if you don't have a lazy forager, you have to pick the turf one by one as well. Yeah, you can pick the turf one by one with the
I
other
think
ones,
the
but
like
yeah,
beak early is great because you don't need it speeds up everything.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
breaks break stuff.
and shipwrecked like speed is really important in shipwreck with how much ground you need to cover. And to me, compared to like turf, I feel like the Quacken's just a lot more practical.
And also turf is decoration, right? It's not utility, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
only
I
just
mean,
like cobblestone, but yeah, that's about it.
yeah, I'd say unless you're like playing shipwrecked, like the turf really just doesn't matter much outside of aesthetics.
Yeah, I think the only time I used cobblestones was to kill claws, like once. I forgot to make a magiluminescence.
Like if you're using turf, the only thing you're using turf for, like utility wise, is to cancel growth with rocky stuff,
Yeah,
to change the bird spawns because different turfs spawn different birds,
yeah.
and yeah,
To
that's
plant
about it.
stuff, like to
Planting,
plant sprout rocks
the planting, those are the only things you're
and the gloom
technically using
thorns.
turf for, unless you're. And the turf razor, you don't really need it that much. The only reason it's good is because of the big projects, and
Yeah.
that's probably why. But
And
I
it's
would,
not in it's not even that great on big projects because it will run out and it costs a lot
Okay.
of
So
resources.
we got Quackering Ram then?
I think Quackering Ram.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
that's it,
too.
Quackering Ram. Gonna ram.
If the durability of the turf razor was like double, then I would probably choose the turf razor. But the amount of time I lost using this item, like at this moment, yeah,
I
I
use
rather
it a
not
lot for
use it.
my I use it a lot for my setups and setting up things. So I use it just in general, but I think just the uses of it was more for bait.
Yeah, and speaking of that turf problem, Chris, I also hate how they didn't make it so that you get 4 turf per craft, and you still just get 1.
Yeah.
Huh?
They made
They
it so that
didn't
they could
change
stack up
that.
to 20, but they didn't like make it so that you get 4 per craft.
Don't you still?
Well, I
Yeah, no.
guess
Everything is set up to 4. What do you mean?
No,
no
I'm,
in Don't Starve.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I'm just
single player.
mentioning. Yeah, single
Yeah.
player.
Uh,
God, I don't know why they did that.
damn, that sucks.
I mean, I feel like they did that because you're playing alone. So
Yeah,
you're
but it's like,
yeah. Say
why do
that.
you gotta pay so much just to make your base look prettier?
Yeah.
You just use them for aesthetics. Like I like unless you're playing in shipwrecked, like turf is just like you just make things look nice. Why are you gonna make? Why is it gonna be so expensive?
The
They're
vanity.
basically punishing you for playing the game because
Brother.
it really punishes you. Anyways,
God.
yeah,
Oh, that
the
used to
Kraken
be old
wins here.
cobblestone, Chris. That's how cobblestone used to be back then. For 2 cut stone and a board.
Oh, I thought. Wait, was it 2 cut stone? I thought you just needed rocky turf in a board.
Rocky turf, and I think something else as well. You needed 3 items. You needed
Yeah,
flint.
that was crazy.
No, I think the new one's flint and cut stone. The old one was rocky turf and a board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rocky turf and a board. Okay, but then rocky turf was also like limited. You couldn't
Yeah,
get any.
you couldn't get more of it.
Mhm.
And now it's like a flint and rocks. Like 2
Yep.
rocks, 3 rocks.
Yeah,
And you'll
It's
get
abundant.
4.
that's so good. I have never really made cobblestone all that much, and I remember the grind of it. So I got so many materials. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And it's like I was ready to make like 10 individual, but then I realized, wait a minute, no, I get 4 times the amount as I get. So I had 40. I'm like, oh, this is great.
God, one of the best decisions they've ever made in game.
Yeah, I remember going to the mosaic biome to get cobblestones.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that for me was better than crafting at
Yeah,
that time.
the free cobblestones there. All right, next ones.
We got Dreadstone Walls versus the Weather Pane.
Yay!
Yeah.
For the pain and dread. So, well, I mean, one definitely
Well,
has more use.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you could just knock that one off the list, personally.
I think it's a clear winner. Like they nerfed it, right? They fixed the bug where you could multiply Dreadstone with the walls, right? So it's not that useful anymore. I feel like this item is there is no reason to make this, right?
It feels. I feel like you'd only make it just for decoration at this point.
Yeah. And it's
Ugh.
only if you want a nightmarish decoration as well. Because it's
Yeah.
very unique and it's very niche. Like you have to have like a nightmare decoration, you know.
To be honest, they're basically just more expensive versions of the lucite walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, just go make the lucite walls if you really want something like this.
I feel like the moon rock wall is even better because it
Oh
lasts
yeah,
longer, right?
yeah, they last like way longer too.
Yeah. And the weather paint, you can use it for so many things. You can use it to destroy the ice barrier in Crab King. You used to use it on in the old Crab King fight. You can kill the hands and heads that heals few Weaver.
And
It's a bunch of stuff.
it's got a ton of utility, but it's not that great at being an actual weapon.
Yeah. You can use it to destroy the trees and toads to fight. You can use it to, anger something from other side of the caves.
Like,
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
the
it's a
weather
pretty
pane.
great item. Yeah.
It's the weather pane. We gotta get it up there. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dreadstone Walls. Maybe next time.
You can use it to break stuff as well, right?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
use the weather paint to break what's it called? The fishers? No, the things from the lunar rift.
Oh,
They
oh,
give
you
the
mean
brilliance.
the rift stalls?
Yeah, the riftals.
Yeah, the rift stalls. You can
Oh
use it
yeah,
to break the rift stalls if you don't have a pickaxe X
or
before
the
the bright shade smasher.
I believe that can also work for the dreadstone outcrop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep, it's the weather
Oh,
pane. We all know. We all know it. We all love it. We all hate farming for it, but
one of the
it,
funny things
Mhm.
was back then it used to be one of the big ways to deter griefers because
oh really?
because the projectile used to hit players.
Ooh,
So you used to
Oh,
be able to use so that and the telelocator were two things that you could use on players and it would kill them or you work on them. And so back then when there wasn't really much griefer protection, everyone would hold on to a staff and a telelocator to prevent if someone was griefing, we would like move them.
wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really fun back then.
and just put it like teleport them to an area that's surrounded by moon rock walls.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
For
that's
me,
just my
it's a
thing on
weather
it.
thing.
Weather pane.
yeah. It's the weather pane. You can't get. It's got no contest.
Hmm.
I feel like they could have added electrocute damage to the weather pane with this electrocution, like the hostile takeover part 2, right?
Yeah,
I feel like they could have
maybe.
done that, but
I'm just worried it might like ruin certain things. Like I don't know if there's like any plant-based things you're using it on. It just causes the
yeah,
light on fire.
Well,
like yeah,
toadstool
unnecessary.
trees.
Hmm. But I think that only applies to the creatures that
Like
are like
plant
living.
entities. Yeah.
If it's just like inanimate objects, then it doesn't count.
Yep.
No.
All right. So let's see here. Next item on the list, we have the Strident Trident versus the Scaled Chest.
Wait, that's a great one. That's a great
Wow. Yeah.
that's a great one, bro. Like, what do you think?
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, I'm not really the best coming from this because I don't really interact with ocean content that much. But I feel like the Scaled Chest would probably suit me a little bit more compared to the Strident Trident.
Oh, I was thinking the trident.
Oh, could you explain?
Yeah, you can uproot kelp, so you can use it to get kelp for your kelp farms, especially if you're wort. You can give to the Merm King for a buff as well. So it's very niche, but yeah, it's a pretty great buff. You give your merms triple attacks, right?
Mhm.
Fast attacks. It's really great.
And
And you can use it to basically destroy every sea sac that it's on your way. And you can insta kill seaweeds, those barnacle
because
seaweeds.
it
So it's
breaks it.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you at first, like 2 years ago, I would not use this item. But the more I used it, the more I realized how great it is. How useful it is. Now this killed chest is just 3 more slots. That's it.
3 more
And
slots.
it's fireproof.
Yeah, yeah, it's fireproof, of course.
I do admit, like if you have a
I mean,
Horizon,
yeah. Once
if you
you
got
get the
a
expander,
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
and you can use just you can just make another chest.
yeah, that is
Just
kind of
wood.
fair. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if
trident for easy kelp makes it better. Moving it without is a pain. True. Exactly.
yeah, it kind of does sound like the Trident's got a lot more durability. Like, I mean, utility. I mean, you can use it to uproot kelp. It makes ocean fighting a little bit easier. But the scaled chest is basically just an upgraded chest.
Yeah. As I said, like 2 years ago, I would go for the chest, because I didn't use that item, the trident, so I had no idea, you know.
I
But
didn't
then
know of
the
its
more you
power.
use it, yeah, the more you use it, the more you realize like, oh, it makes word just so OP, you know. Word is OP now with this.
Mhm.
Jeez.
And plus, not only her merms get bonus, you also get bonus. You get like
Yeah,
10
and
extra damage.
it's like it's not that hard to make as well because you may think it's pretty tough, but if you do one trip to the deep ocean, now you have a 82% chance to spawn a narwhal if you fish one fish. Doesn't matter which fish it is. So it's like you pretty much are going to get this. Because you sometimes you get even 2 or 3 narwhals at the same time if you just fish, you know. So
Hmm.
it's easier to get narwhals.
Narwhal.
Now, wow.
Uh,
Yep. So, yeah, I give it to the Trident then.
Trident.
Trident.
yeah, and it does a pretty cool rock sound,
Oh yeah.
guitar
Mm.
sound.
You could actually use it to tend plants too.
No, let me be honest. The narwhal's horn by itself is horrible. I try to use that and it's not great. It doesn't work for anything.
Doesn't it make a wave or something?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes 3 waves, but it's completely useless.
That's funny.
Oh,
All right.
yo.
Not
Okay.
OP, like overpowered. You know, like OP is a term that it gets thrown around a lot, but it's not OP, you know. It's just stronger, you
That's
know.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
better of the two.
yeah.
Okay, next up we have the scaled flooring versus the eye mask.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we can pretty much just bag this.
I mean, this one is kind of like just the comparison of the two. I mean, the funny thing is, it's more the scaled flooring actually got buffed and fixed to where it does work
Yeah.
as a fireproof thing. It won't stop smoldering from heat waves, but it'll stop spread completely, which is nice. It used to not do that. I think it's honestly just better off as a scale duplicator.
Yeah.
True.
For
That
me,
being
like
said, I don't like the eye mask.
Mm.
you don't like the eye mask?
You don't?
It's I wish it had more durability.
True.
Just being a
Come
football
on.
helm sucks because armor is really weak. If it if
No,
it
I
if it
feel
was
like
like a
if
Wigfrid helm, then I'd be fine.
so if it was like a Wigfrid helm or it had more durability, it would be so much broken because it's already infinite. Just like and the boss is so easy to kill. It's a like how do you say it? When you get something for sale so cheap, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a
honestly,
steal, you know?
personally, me, I don't really use it. Not because I don't really like it. It's because I usually get the Dreadstone helm, and it basically just does the same thing, except it's got a more damage reduction. So
Yep.
I don't even
So
use the eye mask.
if it was eye mask versus Dreadstone helm, I would take the Dreadstone helm. But yeah.
Eye mask versus Skeletor. Like, would you rather have? Would you rather have a pretty good piece of armor that you can just have last indefinitely, or would you rather have some pretty cool looking flooring?
Because like I'm
Yeah.
thinking the scaled flooring is for the duplication. Because that's kind of like the main use for it, being able
Yeah.
to
But
duplicate scales. But it's
I feel
also
like
pretty
just
bad.
it's better to just duplicate skills by by hitting Dragonfly and let it reset.
And I feel like it's also just good to judge it like as an item on itself. Like it's good for skill duping, but like what if you were just like using it as an item, like not accounting for that?
Mhm. Yeah, because like that's true. It just to me, I just think this the eye mask, it breaks on me. I want it to be more like a general eye. To I'd rather just take damage and have armor be like uh disposable than the eye mask. And this is the same thing I feel about Dreadstone armor. I don't like Dreadstone armor, even though it's better, like a better version of the eye mask. Just because I don't like the effects that it does. I don't like being
Yeah.
I
insane.
mean, the Dreadstone armor is like it gives 5 planar both, so you get like almost no you take almost no damage from the nightmares. So it's amazing for a second ruins clear, you know? It's incredible actually, especially before rifts. But man, like the skilled flooring, if we're taking in consideration like yeah, just being a skill duplicator makes it better than the eye mask. I also don't like the eye mask. Like yeah, the fact like the thing broke on me so many times. That's true.
If
Like
the eye
the eye
mask
mask
didn't,
will break on you if you don't pay attention to it, and that can lead to a pretty like dangerous situation because if you're putting your bets on the eye mask and you're not carrying any pigskin and you're like on like at the ruins or something and it breaks, it can really like set you up for disaster, you know?
But comparing it to this, like, yeah, just the IMS is just like way better. Like, which one are you just gonna be using way more? Is the question.
You know, I really am biased here, and I'm sorry for that, but the eye mask is one of my favorite items.
because like
Like it's so cheap, it's a steal, man.
the eye
It's so
mask
easy to make
breaks
as well.
in 6 hits if you're getting hit by a boss by itself.
Now,
It feels
if you're getting hit like by moose goose, it's even less. It's like 4 hits or
Uh-huh.
3 or something.
I also feel like with its low durability, it's probably more like a general use armor rather than something that you'd want to bring to a boss fight. I mean, it's basically just a football helmet, except you can repair it. But sometimes if you're using it for something that's really serious, it's probably better to just use something stronger. But for like day-to-day armor, like you're using throughout the constant, it is pretty solid.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if the eye mask instead of like breaking completely, like it like kind of like how the bright shade works right now.
Yeah, de-equip.
If it
Okay.
would
Yeah,
de-equip at 0 and then you can repair it after that, that'd just make it so much better.
yeah.
But
Honestly,
also we have to take in consideration as well that the eye mask can be used for light. If you give it
A
oh,
glowberry.
if you give it a glowberry, it can be used for light,
mm,
and you don't get the effects. And I honestly use that a lot, more than I would admit. Like it's extremely useful.
Yeah, it's pretty fun with that. I mean, I think the eye mask. Well, I think the eye mask has more utility. The scaled flooring is great for duping, but I think the eye mask utility is just better. But it
yeah.
because of the intended
But like
purpose.
being also completely honest, like why do you need scales like for duplication?
For
Like
your,
let's
I
be
mean,
real.
I mean,
maybe if you
scaled
want to
Like
make
chest.
like you want to make
yeah,
scale chests, scaled
if you want to make
Scale
skill
mail is
chest
great. I
and
mean, people diss scale mail. I love
come
scale
on.
mail.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like it's
play
another
Willow.
underrated.
I play Willow, my friend. So scale mail is
Scale mail is good
not
on
an
Willow
item.
too.
I
No, I
mean,
mean
it's
it
it's
will.
it's basically
Yeah,
the same situation as like the spider hat, where it's like it's overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
I better use the Dreadstone armor early on to the scale mail. Like I have worlds where I have 2,000 days, and like I said, I killed like Dragonfly twice. Like three
Mm-hmm.
times. But I killed like Bee Queen 50 times. Or like Celestial Champion like 20 times. But like just one or two Dragonfly kills because I feel like Dragonfly has no real good drops other than the gems. The
And this
scales are not that useful.
not
You
even
can
the
make a
skill.
bunch of furnaces, but it's just quality of life,
Yeah,
and
Furnace.
a
so
little quality of life.
I give it to the eye mask.
scale mill than IMAS, but that's would be scale mill is set up somewhere else. So
Yeah, it's in here.
Yeah.
I didn't
so,
forget
I
about
mean,
it.
I would say IMAS. I'd say there's more potential. Like at the looking at the items themselves instead of looking at oops, what happened? All right, I'm sorry, I just had a spill here.
That's all right.
Dang it.
So yeah, I guess we were talking about the fact that you can give it a glow berry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like just because of that alone, it's better than the scaled flooring because like sure you can have like one or two like things not burn, but I feel like it's not that great, you know.
Depending on the person, you could just like live in the caves for like the summer. You don't even need to worry about wildfires. Or better yet, why don't you just turn wildfires off?
That's what most people
Yeah.
do.
Or you
So
can use a flingo, you can use a
yeah,
ice
in that
crystallizer.
situation, like scale mill is like, I mean, the scale flooring is like completely irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's just
okay.
my take. All right, next up.
And even for duplication, I feel like it's still not as good as the eye mask, in
We
my
have
opinion as well.
Okay, next up, we have the scaled furnace versus the iron wind. Wow, good
So
lineup.
talking scales now.
Jeez, wow, back to back.
Yeah.
So, your scale furnace is really good. It's basically just like a smaller dwarf star. It allows you to warm you up. And I do like how you can basically just torch any items that you have laying around. It's really good, really nice quality of life. Where the Iron Wind is like the best sail in Shipwrecked. It allows you to cover like massive amounts of ground, and you can actually easily repair it the longer your world goes on with the gears that drop from all the floaty boaty knights. So uh, it's honestly, okay. In my eyes, a scale furnace is cool, but just like some of the other items from the rate boss, I can live without it. Like, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
good that I can just put my thermal stones by it and
I mean, I
always
think it's one of the
guarantee.
better like group ones because you always have that there, and it's just good for pre-winter. Oftentimes I see people wanting to kill dragonflies just so they can have the furnace for winter.
You know, I
But in
feel
my
like if you don't have five of them, they're not useful. You know, if you're not overheating, you know, because it will make like it will make a thermal stone red for like 20 seconds until it gets yellow and you have to come back, especially in the
If you're
middle
putting
of
it
winter.
outside, it does. When I was testing the thermostone video, and they buffed the furnace a bit because you put it inside inside the destroy area. And if you put them in there, they actually get up to like 70 degrees, which is way
Yeah,
better than it
the
used to.
furnaces, yeah, the furnaces is a little overrated.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely live without it. Whereas the Iron Wind, I
I
mean,
mean, with the
like,
Iron Wind, it's kind of just like you have the like earlier we had the crack ram, and the only difference is that this multiplies with the the coffee better, but you do have other speed options in shipwrecked.
mm,
Honestly,
yeah.
if they changed the scale furnace so it would like at least give thermal stones like 90 degrees or be as hot as a magma pool, then I would consider it better. But because you have to craft like five to get to overheat, you know, I feel like the Iron Wind is better.
Mm. Yeah, I also go from the Iron Wind.
Hmm. All right. Well, that's 2 for 1. So the Iron Wind wins.
God,
Yeah,
man,
that was close.
almost.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, we're almost done here. We're
Woo!
almost we're
Almost
about
done
to.
with round 1, and then we'll get to
Jeez.
go to round 2.
Wow.
Well, no, we
Okay.
probably won't do round 2 this time, but
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Next up, we have the Dumbrella versus the Knapsack.
Okay, we already gave it to the eyebrow. Can we give it to the knapsack?
I mean, it.
I
I
fe-
mean, functionality it's the same, but the Dumbrella lasts for like 12 days compared to 9, and it looks cooler.
Yeah.
It's got tiger strapes on it. Now look at those.
But it looks dumb.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it looks awesome.
It's one of those like kid hats that had a thing on top, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It
As
makes
for
you
the
want to
gotta
fly.
You got to keep the umbrella dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And well, the knapsack is just. I mean, it's a cool effect, but
And it
you're
is
not going
good.
to use it often. And the fact
I
that
I
feel
feel like I feel like there's no reason to not put the knapsack up because we already have the umbrella.
eyebrow.
But the umbrella, yes.
I
But
mean, the
like
naps, it's not
mm,
bad. Well, I think the problem is it would be really good had it not been locked behind Misery
yes,
Toadstool.
I was gonna say that. The problem is you have to kill a 100,000 HP boss to do something slightly more annoying than using a pan flute.
Mhm.
And it's just like God.
It does
like,
guarantee sleep for longer though. So like certain bosses have immunity as you use the like CC on them, like sleep and ice. And so they gain immunity, but the knapsack will always guarantee you 20 seconds of sleep.
Okay, this is pretty great because if you're killing Toadstool, it it will get rid of sleep
Yeah.
after a long time
Oh
of using it.
yeah. God, but it's like
I mean, also
it is.
the mushlight duplication, you get the skin duplication and the feather duplication.
Yeah, you get the duplication. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I give it to
it's
like the
it's
dumb.
a it's 100% a knapsack. Come on.
I mean, but like you really gotta think.
I'm just
you
thinking
gotta
more
kill Miss.
the boss is just such a thing.
Seriously, like it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't like it takes too long to get. And I feel like by the time you even get it, you would have probably done better with a pan flute.
But
Like
if it wasn't for knapsack, we wouldn't have scaled toadstool scale duplication. Toadstool skin.
that is true. I
So there
suppose.
there would be more people having to fight Toadstool on a 20-day timer just to
But
get one or two more like glow caps.
but this is
That
like the
would be
same
bad.
But isn't this like the same argument with like scaled flooring? Like we're just considering it as like this is good for just duping one extra item.
Yeah,
And
and
not
I did honestly consider it, but the fact that like I said it right, the scales are so useless in my opinion. It's like not that great. Scales is just it's a fake, thing.
It's a fake.
In my opinion, though.
Scales are
Yeah.
fake, everybody. They're not real.
They're not
No,
real.
like
They're
they're
not
they're
real.
they're like fakely good, They
Mhm.
fake that they're good or something.
God.
I mean, we
I'm
already
personally just
do
gonna-
have the umbrella. I think the Dumbrella is interesting since you can technically get it early because you can doing actions
Yeah,
spawns
yeah, that's true.
spawns the shark, and you can get lucky and get a early shark spawn.
God. Like personally, I would just go with the Dumbrella, man. Like it,
I
I'm
really, I
just like
really love the umbrella as well, but I've been seeing myself using the knapsack more.
it's just I'm personally just going on what I would rather what would be more feasible for me to get and how much more use I'd get out of it.
Because like that's
So
why I'm thinking like eventually you'll get more. This is why the when we talk about the items, because there's a lot more use to items than just their general use. And
Yeah, especially for the context of shipwreck world and need for wetness immunity. Yeah.
mhm. In
So,
shipwreck, the umbrella is definitely because like you need the wetness immunity in that is great.
oh, and
Oh
bear in
wait,
mind,
now
you
now
don't
it's a
even
hard one.
and bear in mind you don't even need to kill the tiger shark to get it because it's usually guaranteed in those steam trunkers.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
you
if
can get
that's like
pretty lucky.
I don't know why, but it always feels like in my shipwreck worlds I'm always guaranteed to get it. It feels like you're like I don't know. It's is it luck or because I feel like in most of my worlds I always end up getting one of them from those trunks.
Yeah, but DVG said something that it's really true, and that the pan flute does have a sleep immunity, and the knapsack doesn't.
And I know
It
I'm
like
just
guarantees a 20-second timer, and that is big. If you
but
know
I'm
what
just
you're doing with the
but I'm
game.
also just thinking about like how hell it is to just get this item.
Mm-hmm.
Like
The
Yeah, I
boss,
I
mean,
the
mean,
big
it's
boss.
I hate this because again, I am so biased because it's so easy to kill Misery with Willow. You just burn the trees and then hit him and burn the trees and then hit him. And that's it. And you don't need to craft 9 torches, you just need 1 lighter. And you can use embers to light the things if far away if they're inside the range of those, those things.
okay.
So yeah, that's biased.
So what's the verdict?
Ah.
You vote first. You vote first.
I go with the Dumbrella.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my duping as my winner, so I'm putting the dupe for the knapsack, just for that reason.
I'm gonna give it to the Dumbrella, bro.
The umbrella. All right.
I
All
have
right.
to just because of Shipwrecked.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Shipwrecked, I would give it to the knapsack.
I like it because it
But
has tiger stripes on it. And we
but
all
it
know
was
that having tiger stripes on anything makes it automatically cool.
Makes it cooler. Yeah.
but that
All
was a
right.
pretty hard decision, man. I wanted to
Jeez.
choose the knapsack, but I am gonna choose the umbrella.
All right.
Okay. All right. Next up, we got. Oh wow.
And
More
honestly,
toads.
just because of the misery, just because of how hard it is to kill the misery. Sorry, yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, we just got done with toadstool. We got another toadstool item on our list. We have the luxury fan versus the fun cap.
The blue fun cap.
Well, it just has
Uh,
the fun caps, but
It's just yeah. They all look different, but they all function the same way.
you do want to
Yeah.
get the red fun cap.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not only does it look cooler, but it's actually used to make like the spore cap.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, functionally they're all the same.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Okay. It is cool that it does drain hunger. I mean, it reduces hunger drain by I believe 20%.
It's 25,
Yes.
I think.
Oh, 25.
Yeah.
But it also comes at the cost of making items in your main inventory spoil quicker. It only lasts for about a few days.
Yeah, if you're using a sorry, if you're using a polar bear bin, it's not gonna spoil. But we need to compare it with the luxury fan, and that's a hard comparison for me.
The
Yeah,
funny
it's
thing that someone told me about the fun caps is that they're basically useless and they're not as good as you want because the amount of hunger that it saves is exactly the same as the mushrooms used to make it.
oh my god, that is kind of ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jeez. Yeah, but what if I'm playing WX78 and I want to maximize how much hunger? I want to go like 20 days without having to eat anything.
I mean, I can imagine like a Chinese player on day like 25,000 and he's playing like WX with three, with three like hunger circuits, right?
Mhm.
An installation vest, and yeah, then it would be a great item just to combo it. But outside of that, honestly, it's pretty great to get spores
I
if
think
you
the
want to
spore
maximize the
aspect is
amount.
actually kind of nice.
Yeah, because you can get spores, you can collect the spores with the bug net, and you can basically multiply any type of mushroom, and you can bundle it for later, you know, or you can give it to a pig, so you don't have to wear it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
So,
It's good for
and it will
winter
still
too
drop the
because
spores.
it'll extend longer. And also the spores that it drops last for longer in winter. I like it. I like the mush hat for winter. It's actually a really good winter item because lasts
Yeah.
longer. The spores last longer, so you kind of actually have a moderate light source because the spores last as long as they drop a new one. But that's only for one
Now,
season.
the luxury fan for me, it's way much better because especially in this new fumarole biome, you're gonna get hot pretty quickly. So if you carry one of those, you can just use it and boom, you're not gonna get hot in a long time, you know?
It's a pretty simple item. I mean, it basically just sets your temperature really low without having to, stand by a campfire, or I'm sorry, the endothermic fire. Oh, and with also neat bonus of being able to just douse out any fires that are going on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I play Willow so mainly, so I don't have to care about fires too much because I can use the lighter to take out the fires. However, the ability to just basically give everyone around you just temperature perfect, you know? I feel like that's broken.
That's good.
Anywhere
Yeah,
as well. Like, yeah.
I
Luxury
give it.
fan is unparalleled for cooling down on the go.
Yeah, I like it. Unless you're like a weirdo like me and you like using the chilled amulet.
I mean, I am I use that item too, dude. I am a victim of it because it's kind of great. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's honestly like really good. I think it's really underrated.
I just don't understand why they made that item before winter released.
Yeah, I don't like the only thing I think it does. It's like if you get hit with it, it slightly chills enemies,
Yeah.
so you can freeze them, but it takes like a really long time to do it. And like, why wouldn't you just make an ice staff for that purpose?
And even if they freeze after they hit you, they're not gonna stay frozen because they gotta heat you to stay frozen,
Wait a
but
minute.
they can't heat you because they're frozen.
The fun
Yeah, I
cap
have no
Yeah.
also
idea.
produces overheat resistance. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
could just
I
like,
remember I was using that item to gather a lot of trees once in summer, and I literally went 6 days completely with that item because I would use it, and then I would equip both the floral shirt with the summer frost with the umbrella, and it would just it was enough for me to not really need a luxury fan at that time because I didn't had one, and I needed like to complete a bunch of tasks at once, you know. So yeah, it was great on that situation.
okay, so we're giving it to the Electri fan.
Well, you gotta say how stylish the fun caps are. No.
God, look, the red one's the only one that looks good. The rest are ugly as crap.
The red
Yeah,
I mean the
that's
blue
true.
I think it looks weird. The green it kind of looks like those fancy kind of artist hats, you know? While the red is like the giant witch hat.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
The
God,
red
and
fun
it
cap
sucks.
though is just the fact that I don't know, just the fact that it works with the lunar cap. Or
Why did they have to make it like that?
uh-huh. So it's just kind of like
And
I don't know. If we were doing it purely just like red fun cap versus this, I'd probably go with the red fun cap, just because you have that opportunity for the lunar cap, which is
God,
pretty good.
Wait, would you go red fun cap against the luxury fan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
yeah, it definitely would give it a more ride for its money. But to be fair, like, how useful is the spore cap though?
I mean, it makes it so that it's a good counter. It also buffs minions that can wear hats because every
You
time
can
they get hit,
also, yeah,
it's a lot of
can buff
DPS.
minions.
Okay. But in
You
this
can stun
context,
stuff as well, right? You can use it against the big queen.
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say in this context, yeah, the electric fan definitely comes up on top.
And just regular fun cap, but yeah, if it was red fun cap, I'd say the fun cap wins.
Yeah, like imagine if I put like red fun cap, green fun cap, blue fun cap.
Yeah.
Like we would have to discuss like the exact difference between a green cap effects and how good it is, and like red caps effects and stuff, because we don't think about it as much, but a red cap will work for Wormwood better than um other survivors, because he doesn't get the health benefit, the health decrease, right?
Yeah, no, he
So it's
doesn't lose health.
basically like a carrot for him.
Mm.
But you can also use any mushroom as a filler for pierogies, right?
Mhm.
And Warley cannot eat them,
Oh
so
yeah.
they're not that great, for that reason.
Okay. Well, that was definitely an interesting conversation.
So, but in this case, I guess, yeah. So the fan.
Yep.
I feel like the luxury fan is something that I put on my chester, and I use it just like I said, like if I need to break every rock in the lunar island and it's summer, I will bring one. If I don't have a, how do you call it? A moon color staff, right? So it's very niche. And I won't use it to put up fires, but it can set up the temperature.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we have next. Okay, this is going to be our final scale-based item for this, and we have the hibernation vest versus scale mail.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, to me,
No,
scale
that's a
mail is
hard one.
good. I like the
Mm.
vest, but I like scale mail
What do you like specifically about scale mail?
because fire panic and fire stunning is OP.
It's OP. It's true.
Hmm.
Completely
True.
OP. Like if you play Willow, you understand. It's absurdly OP.
I'm surprised people because I tell people Willow's cool, but the best thing about her is her 30-second stun.
Yeah. And it's not 30-second even. It's more, I think.
Well, it's 30 seconds
No?
on small creatures, 24 seconds on medium, and 18 on big.
So like if you think about it, oh, and I need to kill, a spider queen. A spider queen, right? You can just set it on fire and hold F,
For
and it will
eight,
not even move,
yeah, for
right?
18 seconds, you're just gonna be swinging. I mean, for regular players, that's only 8. Uh, but it's still good. It's good enough. Like I
Like you
play
don't need to
Wendy.
kite.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
you play Wendy?
I play Wendy and I use it a lot with Beefalo and everything, so it's good. I
Oh,
never
you
have to
can use
replace
it
it.
with the beefalo.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I didn't know that.
Meanwhile, I like the hibernation vest because it makes winter survival just feel a lot more comfortable. I mean, I know I could like use thermal stones and whatnot, but I don't want to like heat up my stone all the time if I want to stop from freezing. If I just get enough insulation, then I'm set. And also the nice bonus of just being able to like not have to eat as much is also really nice.
It's a good. It's good because it also
That's
has
it's a
high
great item.
sanity. It has 4.4 sanity. It has the
Yes, the
bonus
sanity is
hunger,
insane.
and then also the great insulation.
It's like you can't go wrong, man. I mean, scale mail, like you said, it is good. I mean, the 30-second stun is nice, but I don't find myself in a ton of situations where I really want to stun things.
But does the scale mail will it set enemies on fire if you hit them or if you
If
get
it,
hit?
if
No,
you get hit on a beefalo, no. But if you're on your own, yeah. It used to, but they took that out.
So yeah, that's the problem. You have to get hit, you know.
Uh-huh.
jeez.
And
Jeez.
like the thing is, like the hibernation vest, it will also decrease um hunger drain
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Mm,
But
yeah.
for the biggest reason, like the biggest reason I don't use the hibernation vest is, you know, when you hate that you like something so much because it takes away from the game. And I think the thermal stone is one of those situations where the item is just so broken, and one repair kit will give a 13% thermal stone to like full. And if you know how to manage durability, it will never go beyond or you know, not beyond, but less than 100%. So you can maintain 100% of your thermal stone the whole winter, and you can have more time with it if you don't sacrifice your backpack. And I hate this so much because I love the hibernation vest. And if it wasn't for thermal stones, if the item literally didn't exist, I would use it 100%.
Mm. Yeah, that definitely is a good thought. I feel like if you are like a certified thermal stone user, most installation items probably aren't going to be that useful to you.
I mean, I like
Yeah, this
I
is a problem.
to me thermal stones boost insulation items, especially like the winter ones. Thermal stones are great for winter insulation, just because they boost fires. Like you can straight up light a grass, and then you can last a whole day from that single 6 seconds of fire with a thermal stone and insulation.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
the
know
only
that.
problem the only problem is that you're gonna use durability,
No,
so
it's
your
not.
thermal stone is no,
It
because you're making it yellow, no?
no, you it has to go. So I usually do the neutral setup. So neutral to yellow, and if it goes back to neutral from yellow, it doesn't break. It only breaks if you go to the second level and then
Okay, yeah, yeah,
back
I
to
know.
neutral.
So like you're basically letting it go just a little bit, just so you can get the temperature. So you're min-maxing it with the hibernation vest.
Yes. And so that I love doing that because it gives you so much. You don't have to burn for a long time a lot of things and sit there just sitting at a fire to warm up. You can burn a piece of grass for 6 seconds and you'll have enough temperature for like almost a whole day wearing the hibernation vest.
So if you change it from neutral to yellow,
Mm-hmm.
and then from yellow to neutral, it won't use durability?
No,
Nah, there's no way.
for real. That's how it
It's
works.
so broken. Because you can literally just not care about some like winter at all if you use both. Because you can have like Wilson's beard, hibernation vest, and beefalo hat, and you can get like 2 days
Mm-hmm.
of 40 temperature to zero, like from 40 to zero.
Yeah.
It's like literally 2 days. It's
Yeah.
like one day and a half or something. One day
Mm-hmm.
and 80% of another day. So it's a bunch of time. And if you're using like just min-maxing that thermal stone, that's OP. But like for me, the reason why I don't use it is because like I'll usually use something else, you know. Like it's either gonna be the backpack or armor, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to sacrifice one slot. So that's why I would choose the scale mail, because like if I need to have just one, and like let's say the other item is gonna be deleted from the game, I'm not gonna use it. even if it gives the sanity bonus, I already have the crown. You know, and sanity is not that big of a problem as well. Like the stun from fires from scale mail is like, in my opinion, like better.
Yeah, that's what I like about the scale mail on it. Just fire stunning is good. As any character being have access to that.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah.
Toph?
No, I'll go with skill mail.
Scale mail. Yay.
Hooray!
Let's
Wow.
go.
Plus
Both
it
of the
has
bear items lost in round 1.
no.
I
I'll
mean,
make
They're good. I mean, I like
if it was hibernation vest against glow cap against
God, yeah.
scaled furnace.
Okay. So, next we have the Dreadstone helmet versus the Pugilisk wand. Ooh, this is quite interesting.
Okay, the Pugilist one is not that great.
Yeah, like
Right?
it feels like on paper it sounds like it'd be really good. I mean, you get this insane ice effect that can freeze like a ton of enemies, but it spoils really fast. So you can't use it for that long.
Yeah. It's like it's teasing you, right? Oh, here's something that you can somehow use, you know?
yeah,
Yeah, you get this.
it's like that seems to be the whole thing about Hamlet, isn't it? Like you get something cool, but then it only lasts for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like you can mass freeze enemies, but only for 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get God mode, but it's only for 3 minutes. Yeah, like I mean, I guess maybe it is better if it didn't have durability, since you can use it like as many times as you want, but I mean, it's still limited by its spoilage rate. I mean, I guess you could bundle it so you could preserve its
feel like
freshness.
I feel like even if you couldn't bundle it and it had durability, like normal durability, right?
Yeah.
Like percentage, still like from day 16, like from when I'm back from the ruins, to like even day 12, when I'm back from the quick ruins rush, until I kill the celestial champion or the few weaver for the void world, depending on where side I'm going first, I am using the Dreadstone helmet. And if it
Yeah.
breaks, I am not using anything else. I am killing Nightmare Werepig again. Because it's such an easy fight to just fight the Nightmare Werepig, and it's so fun. It's one of the, in my opinion, one of the most fun fights in the game.
Yeah, and yeah, I definitely have to say the Dreadstone helmet to me is one of like my main pieces of armor before I get the Rift gear. I just can't use anything else. I mean, the sanity drain is definitely annoying. It really can get to me. But for the most part, you get a piece of armor that has a good amount of health, an insane amount of damage reduction, and is able to last indefinitely as long as you don't take too much damage. Like it's basically the perfect armor aside from like
Yes.
the massive sanity drain.
And it does have planar as well.
Oh yeah,
So you have
and
an
it's
amazing planar because it's reduced damage against nightmares. So it's great against Feweaver first. It's great against anything in the ruins that is nightmare aligned, and it's awesome against the, let's say you just killed Celestial Champion, so you haven't killed Feweaver, you just killed Celestial Champion. You have a little bit of planar to kill Bright Shades or a Host of Horror boss if it appears.
And not to mention, because it is
Yeah.
a head slot item, you're also able to wear a backpack too, so you have extra space.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it has insane durability and it regens. And
Yeah,
honestly, the sanity, it's not that bad. You know, just kill nightmares. Just kite them and you'll get your sanity back.
yeah, yeah. I feel like if you're able to get a Dreadstone helmet, then you certainly know how to kill nightmares.
Yep.
My commentary is still kind of the same with the eye mask. It's just that I personally don't. I tend to prefer armor that's disposable because I'm often not keeping track of my armor. So it's just I'm more of just like, okay, I know I'm gonna need this much armor, and I don't want to have to baby this armor piece for
Yeah,
anything.
like being yeah, I feel you. Like being 100% honest, you have to like, oh, I can't do that fight, I need to regenerate, my armor. So you have to just stand there for like, I don't know, a day. If it's like 16%, and the more sanity you have,
The slower.
the last, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it gets lower, it gets to regen. So you have to lower your sanity. I mean, for me, it's awesome because again, Willow is extremely underrated. You can just plop Bernie and just regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bernie will take care of the shadows for you.
And you did mention, like, in one of your videos, you could actually make an auto nightmare farm with Dreadstone armor with the WX circuits.
WX,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it's got like a ton of versatility, man.
It's good.
It's
I
ins-
just personally don't like it.
Yeah, I can understand it. Yeah,
But how
I
do you
do.
heal? How do you heal?
Jelly bean circuit.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
But
yeah,
but
we
I
did.
I thought it was gonna be like wasn't it isn't it like too little heal
No,
to counter damage?
because the DPS and everything. If you're not fully insane, plus it also gives you like bigger sanity, so you have sanity regen anyway, so you're not losing
Oh
as
yeah, that's true.
much, and your sanity's bigger, so your threshold is bigger for if a Terrorbeak spawns, you're not gonna like survive, but because because the killing with the nightmare with the crawling horrors is enough to get you back up. You basically can farm infinitely with it, which is kind of funny. And you can also
Yeah,
use
I'm
that
I'm
one
excited
additional
to.
slot for either more sanity
Mhm.
or more health.
So,
Yo, this is true.
verdict, Dreadstone helm.
I dread
Just
Stonehelm. It
somehow.
is just mostly because I hate the durability of the wand. I hate that it's so limited and you gotta like deal with it. Even though I don't like the Dreadstone helm, it's good.
But
It's
if it
good.
was Dreadstone Helm against
Skilled
scaled
floor.
Skill 4. Oh,
not
wow.
scaled flooring,
Matchup of the
scaled mail.
century. Skill mail.
I mean, I use the
Oh.
scale mail way more because it's so useful. Having fire
Mm.
immunity is useful, and like it
Right?
opens you up to so many strategies.
I would go for the Dreadstone.
I'd go for
But
scale
anyway,
mail if it was Redstone
l-
and scale mail.
let's not get ahead of ourselves, right?
Dun dun dun.
They're
For
probably
next
gonna
time.
they're probably gonna go against each other.
I mean, well, yeah, they are gonna go against each other.
Yeah,
It's foreshadowing.
yeah, foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device. Okay. Next up, we have the Bee Queen Crown versus the Bone Armor. Ooh. Oh,
Okay.
this is an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this.
Ah, well, okay. I don't know if I'm like the best mouthpiece for this since they're two items that I don't really use that much. But I will say, I probably would take the bone armor over the bee queen crown because I do admit, like turning negative sanity warriors into positive ones, that is really nice. But for the most part, I don't really put myself in a ton of situations where it's like, oh man, I really need to just raise my sanity in a fight like this. Like
I,
usually, if that's the case, then I'm using vegetable stinger, cactus flesh,
I,
dinner puree.
I feel like the Bee Queen crown kind of fell from grace because they nerfed Wendy sanity stations.
Mm.
And that was like one
Yeah.
of the main uses that we would have because you would set up the evil flowers in one spot. You get a good amount of sanity restoration, so you can have that in your base, and that's primarily what we ended up using Bee Queen crowns for. Is just
Yeah.
for the sanity station at the base.
I still have one of those sanity stations in my world.
Mm-hmm.
My old world.
and otherwise, Bee Queen Crown is often only just used for Fuel Weaver. I like it
Yeah,
as a Wendy because oftentimes you're fighting a bunch of like spiders or spider queens, and that can drain your sanity fast. But I think bone armor is more useful than the crown.
Yeah, I mean, against certain bosses with lower attack periods, you basically just makes you invincible.
Mm-hmm. See ya,
yeah.
Christopher.
If you have two of them, you can just, you know, be invincible.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
jeez, nothing can harm you.
So yeah, I feel like the Bee Queen crown, it like DVG said, it was great, but then they removed the only thing that was like actually great for it, in my opinion, anyways. Because if you see people like Glurms, like he will do when I watched his streams, he would always use the Bee Queen crown against the Fuel Weaver, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was
Also,
no yeah.
so bye, Chris. It was nice seeing with you.
Hi,
Hope to see you again
Chris.
soon.
Thanks for being here.
See you
My
later,
hope
Chris.
for the winner, or at least that he makes so far, runs the Vortex armor. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be that pillar for you.
I really do want the Vortex Cloak to win.
Yeah. So like as I was saying, I feel like this item is just not as great anymore. Like still, you like yeah, you can equip one and get like insane sanity buff next to nightmare altars, like one of those at the atrium or at the entrance of the fungal biomes after you activated the archives. But it's just super niche, right? You're not gonna have one laying around, and as much as it has a bunch of durability, I feel like I can't find myself using this item, especially now that I just rush for the Scion. So after I get the Enlightenment Crown, I don't have any problems with Sanity anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah, the Bone Armor is just
It's
miles
it's
away better.
honestly probably better now just to get extra beeswax for bundle
True, and you
reps.
can get more jelly beans. I always deconstruct them because it's so broken.
Yeah. Now you give it the bone armor.
Bone armor. Yeah, because like
Bone
bone armor
armor.
gives you more. You're able to use it for others. It's good for Scion. It's good for like shadow pieces refight as well because it's basically immune to the rook.
And it basically allows you to do more damage per second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Bone armor goes up
And
on
it's
top.
Bone Armor is very great against the Scion fight as well. Especially the last, like, not the Warbot, the Scion fight, because you can just ignore it, right?
Kind of, yeah. From what I heard.
Okay. Next up, we have Dreadstone armor versus the Howlitzer.
Ooh.
It's the Howlitzer.
The iconic Howlitzer, right?
Yeah, it's the Rift Atom that allows you to just shoot Houndstooth at your enemies.
Can I be honest? I never used that item.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. It felt like okay. This sounds like it's cool on paper, but in practice, like you need like a ton of Houndstooth if you want to use this thing like for daily use. You need
Yeah.
you need a ton of it.
I saw a guy fighting Scion with it. So after it would create those that atom attack, you know, that atomic attack.
Mhm.
You after you stand behind the things, you can shoot him, but it's like so niche. Like, okay, you can get some DPS out, but that's it.
I hear
You
some
know?
people in the forums saying, "Well, you can definitely just make Varg farms and you can get as much Houndstooth as you need." But that's like these things; those are not
No,
easy to make. They are like
no, yeah,
incredibly expensive and time consuming, and even then, like they're still prone to just breaking. It's not a solution.
Because
yeah. Like,
like I'm
listen,
just
I'm
think
not going out of my way to build an insane like Varg farm that is gonna take me like 20 days and a bunch of fails just to get some hound tooth or teeth when I can just lunar blast, boom, boom, boom. That's it.
Yeah,
Biden
exactly.
blast.
Like, well,
And
Exactly.
without it being a will, but I'm just thinking, you have the Gloomerang.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just have to
Or-
go just use a glimmering.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just use the void robe and the glimmering, and it's better.
All set. Seriously, like it's a cool item, but like it's really limited by just how many hound's teeth you have.
Mhm. But
If it
in this
was
case,
like a
though,
magical
it's
item, and
Dreadstone
it
versus this
you,
one, and the chest piece
Yeah.
at that.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, honestly, I'd take Dreadstone armor anything over the Hellblitzer. It's just it's a little bit too niche.
Yep.
Most range weapons have always just been with the ammo cost. You know, like darts are expensive, and just unfortunate.
Yeah, so as I was saying, like if it was one hound teeth and it would be infinite, like the the bow enchantment for Minecraft, where it's infinite, or something like that, like
I
a
think
magical weapon,
I think what would be
then it would be
better would
great.
be if it's kind of like how the Walter upgrade slingshot works, the scrappier upgrade, where instead of it just holding a stack of hound's teeth, because what really sucks is that it only holds 40 hound's teeth because that's how big the stacks are. It really should make
Yeah,
it
it
to where
should hold like
it
99 or
should hold
something.
more.
Just make it
Yeah.
infinite. Why does
Yeah,
there have to even be a limit
Yeah.
on it?
that's what I
Well, what's the
think.
point?
Like it should get buffed to where it should hold more than just 40.
Yeah, and it's like I have in like 200 days worlds, I have like, I don't know, 300 hound's teeth.
Just
And
put them
I
on.
haven't even like killed that many vargs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like, imagine if I could put all those 300s in and to carry like a howitzer in my chester, for example, my shadow chester, or my top hat, magical top hat. That would
Mm-hmm.
be great.
It would be useful. It'd actually be
Yep.
useful, kind of. But because you
Yeah.
gotta keep the ammo on you.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, like 300 Houndstooth sounds like a lot, but if you're using it for some of like the stronger enemies, that's just gonna go
Oh,
down the drain like real fast.
Because
it goes really
each
quick.
attack is a dark sword, so it's
Uh,
got some really high planner though. Like it
Yeah,
has
that is
34.
true.
It has 34 planner. It's the same as I think
And
the
and you
Bright
can
Shade
use
sword.
it with the crown too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
oh, but you could also use the staff with the crown too.
Yeah, it's just another item.
Yeah,
Until it
I
gets buffed. Yeah.
I would take Dreadstone armor. Yeah, until it gets buffed, Dreadstone armor is like way better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Till it gets buffed.
Yeah, I feel like it'll happen eventually. Who's to say?
Yeah, we just gotta keep telling them and bring it up. Like, hey.
Okay,
But I feel like
we're
we
almost
we could have
done.
we could
We
have
get like
put the helmet with the armor together, no?
Well, I mean, I think they are approached differently. Oftentimes, people prefer the helmet, just because backpack.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah, but what if I want to gain sanity and also have a safety net on me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And like having them both equipped also speeds up the
Yeah.
regeneration.
Regeneration.
It gives you more planar damage. Planar defense. I'm sorry, planar defense.
That's good. I still think that it just the expensiveness of the Howitzer is bad. If they can buff it to where it would store more and actually act as like a Hound's Teeth storage, that'd be good. And I'd probably pick it over the armor if that was the case. But as it is now, no.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're almost done with round one. We got like two more rounds to go through.
Well, we're going to finish off round one just here, and I think that might be it for this
Yeah, I
stream.
think that might be it.
Yeah, this has been going on for like it takes so long to just rank all these.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'm used to sleeping like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Okay. Next item. Next items. We got the Vortex Cloak versus the Beam Booster Circuit for WX.
Oh my god, why?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
come
we just knocked
on,
this one out.
man. I
We can just,
love the bean booster, man.
we can just I've been
Why?
using it recently, and it is good. It's like passive health and sanity, and it is really good. But like, we're talking about the vortex cloak here.
We're talking about the vortex cloak, exactly.
Okay, so take all the positives for bone armor, except amplify them. Pretty much just remove the cooldown period for where you can just be immune to damage, and oh yeah, make it like a 10 slot backpack too.
Yeah.
For real.
I feel like the vortex armor can go up
I mean, I
because,
feel
but
like no
it's
contest.
so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's basically okay. What if we took bone armor and turned it into a backpack?
Yeah,
That
make it
also
better and
reduces.
rechargeable.
Yeah, and we're just gonna completely get rid of the cooldown period for immunity. Yeah, dude, that thing is freaking busted.
Like I hear a lot of people saying it's not that great. I don't know what these people are smoking, but I wanna have some because
He's
it's one of the best items in the game.
yeah, it's literally one of the best items.
So like the bean booster, it's like it's really great, but it doesn't compare. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I kind of wish I have like extra hunger, maybe a little bit of extra health, and maybe some immunity. I feel like the buffs you get with the beam booster, it is good, but I don't know. I just find his other buffs to be a bit more appealing, especially
Mhm.
since yeah, they take up a little less space.
If you think about it, it's you can think about it this way. Wormwood has a photosynthesis skill tree, and you can have an idea on how much the bean booster will affect you on WX as how much it affects or how little it affects Wormwood.
Because it's 80 health
Because
a
Wormwood,
day.
yeah,
Eh,
like
80 health a day. Yeah, that ain't bad. That's not bad at all.
yeah, but that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is that you can just eat food as WX and heal like a lot. And food is not expensive, especially playing solo. But the
Mhm.
problem is if WX somehow couldn't heal just like Wormwood, then it would be insane, you know? Like it would be actually insanely great. But it's just great, in my opinion. Unless you put a lot of HP. But then you're sacrificing movement speed and then you know?
I mean, you can put like one movement speed with one HP and then this. But
Yeah. Yeah.
God, but
But
what
yeah.
what if I don't want to eat? I don't know why. This is like just a personal thing. I just like putting hunger circuits on WX to be just being able to go long periods without having to eat.
Wait,
It feels so
really?
good. Yeah, man. I love the gastric gain circuits. They're probably like my favorite
the
out of the
gastric
stat
gain are
boosts.
pretty dang good because not only do they boost your hunger, they reduce how much you like use up to 50%
Oh,
if you have them
I
on.
feel like that's so like respectfully, I feel like that's so or irrelevant, right? Irrelevant, no? Because like you can just eat more. I
Yeah,
always have a surplus of food
Yeah,
like
laying
but
around.
but imagine not having to eat for 11 and a half days.
Ah, come on. It's literally a click action.
I mean, I mean, think about it like this. I mean, the longer you can go without having to eat, you don't have to worry about getting food. Like you don't have to worry about hunting. You don't have
Uh-huh.
to worry about foraging. You can basically just run around to your heart's content. And when you're about to starve, just eat some food in your icebox and then go back to doing what you were doing.
So yeah, but basically just food just comes to you, right?
It
I mean, for
Like
does.
yeah,
if you kill some hounds, you get some monster meat. You can give to you can make eggs and then you can make pierogi
yeah, but what if I don't
or
feel like
bacon and
making
eggs.
pierogi? What if
You
I
can
don't
make bacon and eggs.
I don't want to make food now. I want to do something else. I don't know. It's just sort of the way that I play. It's like, no, I don't want to make food. I don't feel like making food. Yeah. In fact, I don't even feel like eating at all. and especially since I like playing with body slot items, if I can save on like an extra inventory slot, then I'm going to like be over the moon. I don't want to have to carry food in my inventory.
I also really don't I really don't pick that much stuff up or to carry, you know. I have my inventory pretty like up. I carry just like the utmost essential, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, the thing is that I usually like, especially when I'm playing WX, I just get a bunch of carrots and berries, and I eat them. And if they get like red, I keep eating them, and then all the food that I get, I just bundle it. I just bundle it and bundle it. And when I look at myself and like, oh my God, I really need food, then I just do it all at once, and I'll have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 like bundling like wraps full of meat. So I just never have to gather food really. Just the amount of time that you gather that you spend gathering grass and twigs. It's
Hmm.
like you can get carrots, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's not even talking at all about what the heck we're supposed to be talking about. But yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. It was pretty much we were pretty much done.
just a
Yeah.
I
tangent
mean,
there.
it was kind of there, you know, it was kind of
Yeah.
there.
But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe next time for the beam booster, I'll
Hmm.
get up.
Sure.
But finally, like, finally, the last two items that we have to rank before we finish this off, we have drum roll,
Well, we
please.
technically have one more because I messed up, but yeah.
The
Okay.
friendly fruit fly fruit versus the tingle node.
Oh my God, the Tingle No wins
Yeah,
next.
the tingle node. Okay, no, okay. To be fair, it is useful against certain aspects of the game, like when it comes to farms and bee queen. But farming, I don't know. I feel like farming has a bit more utility.
No, no, let's be completely honest here. What is better? A fruit fly that gets substituted by a horn, a free use of a pan flute on warthogs, uh, like a beefalo horn, right? What's the other one?
A phonograph,
The fun band? How do you call it?
the one-man
The
The
band,
man,
one-man band.
yeah, the one man band,
or the gramophone.
the
I mean,
gramophone,
I
or
like the
you can
fruit
put
fly.
those, but you can put those pearl shells on the ground as well, and they
Oh,
work.
I mean, the pearl shells
Like,
do work, but I just find them so finicky.
yeah.
but there's like just so many more ways to do it.
Yeah, but what if I'm not there to like play the music though? What if I'm out like exploring or something? I don't have time to come back to my plants every single day to
Oh,
tend to them.
yeah, that's the thing. You're most definitely just gonna use them in a very late game if you have a bunch of farms that
Mhm.
you're gonna just make giants anyway. So you don't have to just
Mm.
min-max them all the time. So you just put a star there and put the fruit fly. Yeah, it's pretty great. But compared to the Tingo node,
Okay, I'll admit the Tingle node is a good item. I think it is really good. Like especially, I think I mainly use it for the Moonstone and Bee Queen. I mean, it pretty much just makes those things a cinch. But I'd say like aside from that, I don't really see myself using it for like a ton of different things. Like to me, being able to just maximize my harvests on farms, which I can use to make a variety of really good crock pot dishes like pierogi or vegetable stinger, creamy potato puree. Like it's got like a lot more. Like I'm interacting with the farming system a lot more than the Tingle node, and not to mention like unless you're playing in the rifts, you're not going to be able to make a ton of these because scrap was really limited in the early game.
Because I'm just thinking, like, the main uses people have for tingle nodes, uh, if you're basing near a cave entrance, if you're
yep.
doing the Moonstone and Bee Queen. Those are like the three main uses for
It's
it.
it's also great against ponds in the swamp.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget about the ruins monkeys. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
stop them in their tracks.
You
I
can
was
set
gonna
them
say
there too,
that.
yeah. So you can really
Like
create a lot of like safe spots with it.
the ruins monkeys is just so great. You put literally just one in a bridge, and they won't get past.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But bear in mind, like it really only comes into play late game. Like you can get it early, but like I said
No, it's
before,
not that hard. You can get pretty early actually.
It's just
but
the amount of scrap. You can't get a lot of them.
yeah, and
No,
you
but
can use the construction anvil and deconstruction staff, but again, like it's still like it is still like really limited.
you can farm. You can spend like 5 days farming scrap with the scrappy werepig, and you're gonna get like 200 scrap. You're never gonna need scrap ever. And then you like one trip to the lunar archipelago, the lunar island, and the fungal biomes. It's gonna give you enough like moon glass as well that you're never gonna need more again.
Mm, I
So
suppose.
I feel
The
like
only sad
I feel
part of the
like
fruit fly is you
yeah.
can only get one per shard.
I
Uh,
mean, what would be like great to get too?
It'd be nice to be able to get more, but like you only are able to get one. So that way, because like if you're in a group and there's multiple bases, only one has the fruit fly.
Yep.
yeah, in my opinion, I prefer the fruit fly. Honestly, I think the tingle node is cool. I just think having better produce in your farms is going to be a lot more useful to me than just uh, doing stuff against bosses in the Moonstone.
It's like
You know, the only reason I picked the Tingle Node is because of the Moonstorms. The not the Moonstorm, sorry, the Moonstone event.
yeah.
That for me is just you just put it in there. That's it.
You're done. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
So
like
for me,
the
it's the
heart of
Tingle
it.
Node.
Hmm,
Is
true. I don't know.
I'd say I would
Vert-
probably say Tingle. It has more like gameplay
Niche uses.
affection. The fruit fly is good, and you can get it real fast too. But like
hmm.
in general, most people tend to not do farming. Farming's just kind of like there.
Yeah, I tend to do farming a lot, and I love the fruit fly, but I would be lying to myself, if I said that, you
Hmm.
know, the Tingle Node is not better.
Hmm. In
Having
my
to
opinion,
remember that your farm is a problem solved by fruit fly. Yup.
Mm-hmm. Because like oftentimes you're doing a bunch of other things and you forget, and then a fruit flies there and helps you maintain at least the tending automatically.
I mean, being honest, if I'm farming, I'm farming, I'm not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just farming.
I
Rarely
guess,
I'll leave. Only if
yeah.
there's something happening.
And I guess it doesn't really apply to me that much since I don't really go for giants as wicker bottom. Like as soon as I plant them, I use the horticulture span because I hate waiting. I want food now.
Mm-hmm.
It must be so fun to play Wicker and then just play Maxwell afterwards, right?
Oh, I don't really do that. I just find Maxwell to be so powerful at my skill level that he just sort of makes the game boring.
Honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do with this skill tree. I think people are gonna get pissed because it's gonna be
Uh,
so underwhelming. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna get some more quality of life. I don't know, maybe more control over
But
his minions.
what
Maybe
I wanted
full
to
speed.
do, well, what I wanted them to do is make more unique things. Because, well, you know how he can have a bunch of different equipment that boost his minions?
Yeah.
I wanted it to where each what you equip actually does more than just boosting the duelist damage. So like
Yeah.
if you have a life-giving amulet, it boosts their HP. if you have like a forager, they actually get the forager effect. If you have
Yeah,
Or if you
that's
have the
cooler.
if
or
you
if
have
you
the
have
pick
like
slash
the
if you have the pick
if you
slash
have
axe, they're more efficient.
if you have at the Lucite Club, there's a chance that they'll summon a small shadow tentacle.
Yeah. So like to give more
Oh,
use to these other items that most people won't use, because a lot of people are just like, oh, let's go bone armor or it's like claw or like the void set, and it's like no, I want more like unique uses for the duelists.
the effort food return for farming if you don't get giants is pretty bad if you're not wicker. Honestly, it's not that bad if you have like a bunch of rotting seeds laying around.
Mm-hmm.
So you just plant them and you just turn them into a lot of food. It's great for multiplayer, but for solo, it's not that great.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Tingle Node.
Yeah.
tingle.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
tingly.
Yeah, I'm still like kind of on the fence about that name change.
Yeah.
Tingle.
To
I
Tingle
mean,
Node.
it's a little bit weird.
I
I don't
tingle
know. I
inner
don't
node until I scrap.
I don't know why they did that.
All right, so this one I
Okay.
forgot because I skipped it, but yeah, and this is the next one. Should be all the way at the top.
And yeah, that's basically everything in round one, not counting the losers round.
Well, we still got this one. The Shield of
Oh
Terror
wait.
and the Horizon Expander.
Oh crap. No, what? Oh yeah, that was the first one. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Because I messed up.
Yes.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah, we got the Horizon Expander versus the Shield of Terror. God. Oh yeah, and Dreadstone rounds, which I don't know where to put.
Well,
But
Dreadstone rounds are already on the on. They got to buy because there wasn't enough. So
yeah.
they're somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is pretty easy.
I mean, I like both of them. I kind of like that the Shield of Terror. The reason why I
I
like the
also
Shield of
like
Terror
both of them.
is because it gives you the bonus. You spread defense across 3 items, so I like going super
Yeah.
tank with it. And with like
You know,
Wolfgang,
my mind works exactly like yours when it comes to like efficiently having the best durability on your armor, you know?
mm-hmm.
Just in case you get hit, and it gives you that satisfaction, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I am making this better, you know? I am making my armor better just in case I get hit. So this niche thing for me is just way better than the Spendinator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that's the good part of it.
Yeah, Spanator's convenient, but like you can definitely live without it.
Mm-hmm. The Shield of Terror is so good with Wolfgang because it gets you the 100 damage threshold,
Yeah.
and so I loved it. I loved it playing as Wolfgang.
I'd say my only complaint about it is just like with the eye mask, once its durability goes to 0, like the
It
item
breaks.
breaks.
Yeah, if it didn't
And
break, it would be
I
better.
and it
mean,
is
honestly, if
interesting.
it didn't break, it would be too OP.
I don't know, like
It should break because you kill the boss. So
I
you
guess.
should be able you should kill the boss again, you know.
And I
Mm-hmm.
guess it also sucks that because it also counts as armor, if you fight with this thing and also take damage, its durability just it goes down really
Goes down
quick.
pretty fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you need to use both armors when using it. Or at least just
Jeez.
one, right? Just a helmet already helps a little bit. Because
Uh,
it shares the durability across the board, right?
Yeah, and it's got 85% protection, so
Yeah. Yeah.
mm,
But like the Horizon Expandinator, um, you know, I always forget to bring that to my boat trips. And then I started like I just already had so many things in my cargo part of the boat, you know,
mhm.
like storage, the cargo storage of my boat. I literally have the trident, the bandana for the easier mast and anchor
Mhm.
maneuver. And then I recently just put it in there and there's no reason to use it because you're almost always using the bandana, or you need like light in the dark, so you're using the crown,
Yeah.
or you need armor, so you're not dropping your backpack, you know.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason to see a little bit more if you can see in the map, you know.
Yeah.
You can see a boulder, a sea stack in the map and just dodge it.
Yeah, I
Better
think
use the bandana.
I think when you get it, it's already too late for when it'll be useful.
Exactly.
Because you
I
gotta
mean,
kill
it's
both Scrappy and Nightmare Werepig to get this,
yes,
and
yes.
you've already done most of your exploration.
Yeah, it's pretty great in the surface because you can, I don't know, you can see better, but you already explored the whole map. You know where everything is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's great for like extremely niche situations where like you need to see Deerclops or where he spawns. You know, or like you need to see where Berger is spawning, so you just quickly grab one. But it's just
Man, about the Tingle though, Scrappy's drops are pretty mid.
yeah.
Yeah, it's only there. He's only just there to be Scrappy, and also give you like the repair kit for the scrap
But
stuff.
like, but that isn't like always guaranteed though, right?
Well, you get a
Like,
guaranteed repair item, and then once you gotta fight Scrappy again after you open rifts, I think.
No,
And
you can get it from the hammering the Wagstaff stations.
yeah, you gotta get the Wagstaff stations. You gotta open rifts to
So,
get the Wagstaff
so yeah, that's
stations.
true. The shield fasting, the shield will break less than
Mm-hmm.
the eye mask. That's
Shield will,
completely
yeah.
true.
But I still think the
It will
shield is
last a
better.
long time. Me
yeah,
too.
yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Shield's
I just
better.
don't
Yep.
use the shield because by the time I kill the twins, I already have like a dark sword, and I prefer the dark sword honestly.
And
Yeah.
usually by the time I want to kill the twins, I would have already had like planar gear. I feel like at that point, yeah, yeah, it sucks, man, because yeah, planar gear just you can just repair that, and it's got like extra damage.
That's kind of why I think it's sad that they made the repair kits for planner gear, because it kind of just makes it like, well, why am I going to use anything else?
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
that
it's
really.
that thing is literally like one of the reasons why I nerf myself while playing the game mostly recently. Like I usually will like say like I won't craft any dark swords until I use like until I give like 100% of the uses of my handbat, you know. Like I use 100%. Okay, now that I used my handbat, let me just try and use like a cutlass, you know. Like not cutlass, glass cutter, sorry.
I'm gonna be like, you're
Yeah.
gonna use the wooden cutlass?
No, that's crazy. I mean, if you want to steal, if you're playing Wes and you want to steal a mole worm without killing it, you can try. But it's pretty niche.
That's good.
There we
All
go.
right, so everything
That's
is
all
There
of
we
them.
go. There we
Oh,
go.
jeez, that took forever.
That took like 4 hours?
We started. Well, I started at 7:20 or 6:20, and now it's 9:30. So, well, actually, I can check my stream. 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, like this is not counting the losers round.
Yeah,
Oh my.
we still got losers there, but we're not gonna do. I don't know. We're not gonna do losers right now.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah,
Next time for sure.
We'll have more setup.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but well that's it for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird little bracket.
Yeah, that was way less,
Mhm.
way because I mean, way more, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 more items.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
like
maybe like in a week or so or two. We're gonna do round 2 of the winners. So these right here on the top layer are gonna be fighting against each other, and we're gonna determine that next time.
and then we'll do losers, and then we'll do winners, and we'll switch back until we see which one of these guys are gonna be on top. I'm gonna be honest. this is probably gonna take forever.
You know what? I am hopeful to see the vortex cloak up there, but I am curious to see how long will it take for the enlightenment crown to survive? Like
I wonder.
like to who is it gonna fall? You know?
When is the
Yeah,
crown gonna get done?
it definitely is good, but I feel like I don't know if it's gonna stay at the top.
Yeah, and the jewels. Uh,
The jewels.
I mean, I'm kind of saying jewels because of my bad English. It's jewels, right?
Oh no, I just say jewels.
The best
Okay,
losers for the
jewels.
loser round? I don't know. There's a lot of good contenders in the loser round right now. Still.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I-
the
the
Enlightened
worst
Crown is in losers.
the worst of the losers, in my opinion, it has to be the Dreadstone wall. Like, what is this
And
item?
the Dreadstone. No, I'd say the Dreadstone pillar is worse than the wall, man. It's way worse.
Really? Nah, the pillars are better because
Yeah.
they at least serve something. The walls
mean,
are just walls.
The pillar though, like you can't even make the pillar immediately with all the Dreadstone that you have on hand. You need like way more. Whereas the
Gotta do-
walls, like the amount of Dreadstone that you have that you get from Nightmare Werepig, you can make like a one set of walls. You can use them.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up because it's gonna take it's gonna take another 3 hours if we do losers.
Okay, but
Mhm.
yeah. So next time it'll be winners. Then we'll do losers for round one. Then yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll
I
figure it
think
out.
the
We'll
winners
see.
will be fast because it's less. Losers is halfway. Like it should be the same amount of time to do both because it's basically covering the. We already discussed most of the stuff already, and so if they want to hear each opinion, they could do it. And if we come up with two, like like more ideas on the next, then they'll be able to see it. But it shouldn't take as long because we have to cover every single item.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, that sounds good. Seriously, oh, I love doing this, but my God, like almost 60 items.
Yeah.
Just look at how many of them there are.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
You know this
That was fun.
this picture is 7 gigabytes.
7 gigabytes.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean I can cut off this half because we don't need it because I thought I needed more. But yeah, 7 gigabytes is this image.
Oh my God. Jeez. Well, I can't wait until we have to go back again.
Yay. All right. I'm going to save this as bracket. And we'll continue next time.
We can also definitely invite other YouTubers.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to come
Maybe.
in and maybe they watch the video and they're like and tell us that we're wrong and we're stupid, I mean that'd be great.
Yeah.
Like you're a bunch
We
of
kinda
stupid poo-poo idiot diaper babies.
Uh,
We have the right opinions here.
Yeah, you can be the honorable mentions. You know, like, oh, yeah, this comment said this, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go go next.
Mm-hmm.
Just
God.
kidding.
All right. Well,
God.
if anyone else has anything else to say, I think we're about to shut this stream off, and I thank everyone who showed up. Any words?
Thank you so much.
Any words of encouragement you want to give us before we depart into the
Yeah.
night?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I mean, shout out to Chris, shout out to Fasting and Stress Levels for being with us here.
For
They
providing
provided
some
pretty
other
good insight.
insights. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
rank the insulated pack at the top where it belongs. We'll just have to see. Like honestly, I really do hope the C-Second insulated pack can really rise. They got dealt like a really dirty hand.
They got like they fought against
Yeah.
like the top 10 like contenders, and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Justice for my boy insulated pack.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming by, and hope you all have a good night. And we'll see you next time when we do. We're gonna put an announcement out on the forums most
Yes.
likely, and I'll put an announcement out here for when the next ranking stream will be.
Yeah, can't wait to see you all guys until then.
Take care. Have a good one.